It's not only other streamers from Twitch. Sometimes, there is a whole nother platform out there and there are streamers there. And one of them is a guy I met 9 months ago. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend, the man, PigeonMan is here. What's up?
Chris, that's not it. It's the man, the myth, the legend, half bird, half man, PigeonMan, self-sorrowful names, the one true legend out there, booty club, shameless, phenomenal individual. I'm Mr. Condon, start from six experience, disrespect value, you back to the lobby, these handsome individual. That's who it is, Chris. You gotta
See?
a little bit faster. A little bit faster.
And that's after 10 hours of you streaming today?
Yes, 10 phenomenal hours, waiting patiently for my man Chris to return. Yo, it's been a very long time, man. Very, very long time.
So what I'll do is when you hit me with that spiel, I may even repeat it and slow it down by half, just to prove that you are actually saying things.
It goes the man, the myth, the legend, half bird, half man, PigeonMan himself, slaughter of all names, the one true legend out there, booty clapper stream, most phenomenal individual on Mr. Com, the styrofoam six experience, the bird's gonna dispatch your body, eat you back to the lobby. This handsome individual, PigeonMan himself. They all have meaning still. It's actually something I built up over time with my community to actually have meaning. A lot of that stuff has meaning to me. For example, like the one and only true legend came from the fact that one of my viewers chat names was Legend, and I'd call myself the Legend, and he'd be like, yeah, I'm the only legend. And it built up over time.
Right.
The man, the myth comes from, like I said, me. The myth part comes from, I actually quit streaming back in the day. I kind of vanished. I was a bigger streamer back in the day on a platform called Beam, which was originally before Mixer. And since I vanished, I became kind of a myth.
Right.
And then, it actually built up. It was something I built up for myself that actually has a lot of meaning. People don't ask about it. Nobody actually asks about it. And that's what's really nice about something like an interview like this. Like questions like this that people don't know that has a lot of meaning actually has great meaning to me in my stream. The Styrofoam 6 experience comes from the fact that ranked mode on Apex is based off tiers. Styrofoam is probably the weakest material out there, and it's just like that's why I call myself the Styrofoam 6 experience, because when I whiff and I do horrible, I'm Styrofoam. That's my rank, and that's what it is. There's great meaning to it behind it, though. There it is.
Right. Gotcha. Okay, good to know. Yeah. Yep. Now, I'll give people the backstory here, too. Why do I have PigeonMan on? There's so many streamers out there. Well, I'm going to get as many streamers on as I can that are like into Apex or into games that I love. But my first experience with streaming was last year when I started to play this game because my brother got into the game before I did. So I didn't follow the game when it first started. I was vaguely aware that Apex Legends had hit and people were playing it, and next thing you know, my brother comes and he's visiting and he's getting me set up with an OBS because I had started to stream some. I had started to watch some other streamers. I had started to get a feel for how it works. And he said, yo, you gotta watch this guy. Come on, man. Just come into the living room and see who I got. And on the big screen, he had PigeonMan. And you were having the best time playing Apex and chatting with your stream and throwing out your lingo. And I thought, this is hysterical. This is awesome. Because when I came from the stand-up world, I had a roommate. His name's Mike Allen. He still does a little bit of stand-up, but he was my roommate, and he had his own language. He had his own terms for everything. And I don't know where he got all of it. But there's no way that you could just find all this stuff in different places. He created some of it. I thought, this is what PigeonMan is. He's like my friend Mike. He's got his own lingo. He's got his own vibe. And so I said, you know what? I got to try and get on his chat. I got to get on his chat and see if he believes me. So yeah, I got on your chat.
And yeah, that's exactly what happens. I remember it vividly. You and your EDGEVOICE with your little Pathfinder picture of him waving.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm the voice actor of Pathfinder. And everybody's like, no. I was like, at least I live in the world of streaming. I don't say people are not, telling the truth, because you never know. Somebody could be what they say they are, which you were.
Right.
And I remember, like, okay, we were talking about, everybody was like, get him on or something like that. And I got you in a party chat and I blocked your audio first because I didn't know if you were a troll.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let's see who you are. And I was like, what? He's watching my stream, and I kind of like fangirled, to the extreme of, unbelievable heights. But yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and then I got in a match with you, and you realized, well, it's a good thing he's the voice actor because he don't know how to play this game. That's for sure. It was bad. And I'm still not much better.
Chris, I've gotten a lot better. because you got to keep in mind when you came around my stream is actually when I started to play Apex. I was relatively new. I joined on season 2.
All right.
And I've gotten so much better at the game. You'd be pretty shocked. Now the question is, if we do decide to play,
oh yeah,
the pressure of having to impress the Pathfinder himself might
believe me,
ruin my experiences, and I may be a styrofoam player.
You don't have to impress me. You don't have to. If you're styrofoam, I'm balsa wood. All right. So how about that? I'm paper mache. I'm the paper mache Pathfinder. There you go. Hi, friends. I'm tough like balsa wood, strong like paper mache, stiff like a gentle breeze. So, yeah, don't worry. It's not going to be that. There's no pressure. There's no pressure. It's just all about fun. It's all about the hang. So, yeah, you guys, well, actually, Stephen Gaiman here is asking, how's the quarantine treating you? That's what I wanted to ask you. So, first of all, let's take it back. Let's take it back to how you got into streaming, because you're another one of these young guys. Like I'm 50, so I got into streaming late, and I got into streaming later in life too. Whereas a lot of you guys, like in high school, you're learning about this stuff.
Yeah. So that's actually my streaming. I've been a Twitch viewer or Xfire viewer since like 2011. I joined Twitch when it first came out, back when Modern Warfare 3 came out. I have one of the stupidest names ever. I was a little kid. How old was I? I was 13. My name was Baby on Fire. Yeah, I enjoy going to chats and people saying thank you for the follow, Baby on Fire, and then they would crack up because it's not. It could be meant 2 different ways. It's like Baby, you're on fire, or like a baby on fire.
Yeah, somebody put that baby out.
Yeah. So I was one of those little Twitch, I guess you could say, trolls at 13 years old. But I joined in and I watched all these streamers, and I, didn't really chat. I was more of just a viewer. And I watched them, and I grew up watching them. I didn't really do YouTube. I grew up watching, Tim the Tatman play Modern Warfare 3 back in the day.
Right.
His golden voice 1v1ing people and stuff like that. And, all these other people who I've watched since the beginning of their channels growing, and a lot of them I took inspirations from and created into my channel, of course. And like I said, I get it sometimes where it's like, oh, you're just this person, or you're just this person. And, you're just a copycat or this. And, the way I look at it is they inspired me. And as long as you admit that they inspired you, you're not copying anything.
Right.
It's the point where if you try to deny it, that's where it's like you're just trying to be a copycat and you're trying to take a cop for yourself. But yeah, a lot of streamers back in the day on Twitch inspired me to be who I am as a personality, because we are in the quote unquote entertainment business in a way. This is me, 100% is me. I'm like this, but you got to keep in mind I amplify it for entertainment purposes to make everybody have an enjoyable time. And I'm not screaming thank you for the follow when I'm not live. It's like It's one of those things I do while streaming, of course. But yeah, so what got me into it is I didn't decide to stream. I had no plans to stream at all. I got involved with it when I was 18 years old. I don't know what happened. Microsoft acquired a platform called Beam. I was a big Microsoft fan. I played Xbox and all these different things. So I was like, I'm going to go check out what Beam is. I went there. I went live. For no reason, didn't really do anything with it. Then I went live again, and for some reason, it stuck with me. I got on this platform. I didn't do it for the money. I did not have a donation link until I actually came back to streaming. So it took me almost a year and a half to even put up my first donation link for streaming. I didn't do it for income or anything like that. I did it because I enjoyed doing it. But I was the fastest partner to ever be partnered on a platform called Beam, which is now Mixer.
Wow.
Back in the day, of course, it's not anymore. I got partnered in 2 to 3 months. I blew up. I was legit in a matter of 2 months. I went from, no viewers to being, their biggest streamer in no time.
Wow.
I'm not like that anymore because I did take a long hiatus. It's platforms grown, and so have people's communities.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just happened, and I don't know. All these people have these really heartfelt stories why they got into streaming, and I don't want to pretend that I do have one. I just kind of just went live one day, and I enjoyed what I did, and I enjoyed just having fun with it all. And it turned into something that I could possibly maybe one day do as a career fully.
And now, you were how old when all this was happening with Beam and you were blowing up?
So I was 18 when I first joined the platform
of
Beam.
All right.
Yeah, so I streamed from November to actually April. My streaming career only lasted 6 months.
Okay.
I got partnered in 3 months, like 2 to 3 months. Fastest partner was the biggest one of the biggest channels for my time slot. Let's say my time slot. I was the biggest channel for my time slot.
Right.
And depression is a real thing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't understand that. And dedicating streaming is hard to have a social life. It really is. I dedicated 18 hours at times a day to the platform of Beam. It's overwhelming. I did it incorrectly. I was young. I was naive. I didn't know how to properly handle all the things that were happening, whether it was business, taxes, this, that, emotions, depression started to hit, isolation. And I kind of just cracked into pressure, and I just quit. I just vanished. Nobody knew why. And everybody I just randomly vanished one day. And I worked on myself for multiple consecutive years straight. I was at my all-time heaviest weight of 240 pounds. I worked on that, dropped all the way down to 165.
What are you? Let me guess. You're about what? 6 feet, probably.
Yeah, I'm 6'1", 6'2".
6'1", 6'2". Okay, gotcha. No, so that's lean, nice and lean.
Yeah, no, yeah. 165 is extremely lean. I was able to see my abs, not skinny lean, but I was able muscular lean to be able to see my abs and everything.
Right.
I don't want to be that weight. That's like a competition type of weight, type of thing.
Dude, yeah, 165 is what I'm trying to hit, and I'm 6 feet. Yes. So it's all right. I'm an old man though. It's hard for us. Yeah.
So. Yeah, I ended up doing that. I worked myself for 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm about to be turned 22, and I was like, there's one thing. I've corrected all these mistakes in my life. There's one thing I haven't corrected, and that's the fact that I quit streaming something I was so passionate about. And just randomly, I didn't tell anybody. I didn't go to all my friends who are big streamers. I didn't go, oh, yo, guys, look at me. I'm now coming back. I didn't want everybody to help me because everybody knew me, and I helped everybody back in the day. Some of the biggest streamers on Mixer, I helped motivate them and push them to follow their dreams in streaming. I was the big streamer back then, but I didn't want people to come out of their way to help me just because I helped them. So I just randomly one day, I turned 22 on my birthday of May 11th, which is coming up, my 1-year anniversary of being back.
Happy birthday in advance.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yep, I turned 22 and I just went live. And it was a disaster, technical issues all over the place, but it was awesome seeing some of the biggest, Mixer streamers that are now big actually stop in and be like, yo, where you been? It's like, and it's cool that they even cared enough to stop in and be like, yo, it's good to see you, even though they don't come around all the time because they all got their own streaming careers.
Of course.
Not like old times, life's changed.
Right.
It was cool, the fact that I didn't tell anybody, it almost took a good 6 months before everybody that didn't know I came back, started to I would randomly have somebody come in a week later and be like, yo, you're back? And then a month later, yo, you're back? Yo, this is really cool because I didn't tell anybody. I didn't go out going to people's channels. I refused to even go to my friends' channels. I feel bad because I didn't want them to be like, yo, Pigeon. Some people freaked out when I was, stopping the channel because I just vanished.
Right.
So I did it for myself, and I didn't want to go seeking clout or anything like that for people to help me. But slowly and surely, everybody trickled in, and everybody did help me.
Right.
And it allowed me to give me an opportunity to grow back to where I was. And I would consider myself 3 times bigger than what I was back then, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So I've already fixed my quote unquote streaming career, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But it's been a wild ride. It definitely has. And that's kind of my story.
Yeah.
Of my streaming career.
Well,
how it started.
When people talk about going on these roller coaster rides, a lot of times I try to take into account their situation. Like, you're 18, okay? At 18, I say this a lot about myself. At 18, I couldn't hit my ass with both hands, okay? I was, for the most part, an idiot, okay? You just immature, growing slowly, just learning about myself. And by the way, that's most 18-year-olds. So for you to already have found something that you loved, there's 18-year-olds usually are not very good at modulation, at calibrating. You're 18, you're full of hormones. This is your 20s too, by the way. You're still charging. You're running into brick walls. That's what you do. And that's how you figure out how to balance. And so the fact that this happened to you, it's obviously made you wiser. It's made you probably happy for the experience, even though there were negative things that happened. But trust me, working on yourself is exactly what everybody needs to learn how to do. And we talk about this on this stream before, and I've talked to different voice actors too. I mean, Chantel Van Santen, who's Wraith, she talked to me about it in the interview. She does therapy every day. She's done it for years. And no, every week, I'm sorry. But every day she works on herself just like we all do. And so I totally understand where you're coming from. You got into something wonderful, but you didn't know how to balance it because it was all so brand new and you were young. Yeah. And now you're older, you're wiser, you're still young as hell. And you got so much time in front of you. That's the great part. So what I always try to tell people, before the pandemic hit, I always said, before I logged off, I would say, everybody go outside. Go hug somebody, with their consent, right? But go look somebody in the eye. Go have a conversation. You need to live outside offline some of the day because it can't all be screens. It's got to be offline. It's got to be in the world. And then come back. Come back and take what you've done and put it into your stream, put it into your experience with other people. Because if you're spending multiple hours every day streaming, it's a lot. It's a lot of responsibility.
No, you're right. It's that's where, like I said, and we talked about this off stream a little bit when we were setting things up. It's just, the vibe we create as streamers for ourselves is actually really disgusting in a way. The fact that we push ourselves to have to stream 12 hours a day, 6 days, 7 days a week is such a nasty thing, because the thing is, we create it and people see it as every second I'm not live, I'm not producing content, means another new viewer is not going to stop in, which means I'm missing out on an opportunity to gain that viewer from another person, and it's going to go to somebody else. It's a big competition. As much as people don't like to say it's competition, there's always competition because you're trying to grow your channel. And if that one viewer is, if you're both live at the same time, that viewer needs to make a choice. You or him. And it's competition. And if you want to really grow, you're always competing with somebody in one shape, way, or form. It's not, when people say it's not competition, they always mean it like, I'm not going out of my way to destroy your career, Chris, and try to ruin you because I want your viewers. It's competition in the way that we're trying to all grow together, but it's not, people's time is a valuable thing. And that's the biggest, variable with everything. Is just everybody has their own lives. And to snag that one viewer over you is it's competition, and the mentality we created for ourselves is horrible. It has. And you know what? This is not indigenous to just streaming. This is all business. Every business you get into, there's going to be a competitor. Even if you're friendly with them, the consumer makes a choice, like you say. And I remember coming up in stand-up because I toured as a comic for years, and I remember thinking, I've got to make a decision as to what kind of act I want to put on stage, what part of myself I want to share. And I always had this problem with choosing between going for the kind of material that I knew the audience is going to love, but it wasn't necessarily me, and being myself and risking them not paying attention, not laughing as much, which means I wasn't going to move up as fast in the clubs, which means I wasn't going to make the same money. And when rent's due, you're thinking, do I maybe compromise a little bit more? And it's the same thing with streaming. There are a lot of ways you can get viewers. There are a lot of ways you can get people to notice you that may not be authentic to who you are. And everybody has to make that choice. And then, like you say, at least with stand-up, you always get the same amount of time. They say you got to do 30 minutes, you got to do at least 45. Nobody's deciding, well, I'm going to do 12 hours of stand-up and get extra audience members. No, at least with stand-up, and with a lot of other, content-based things, you can sort of put a cap on things, to a degree. With streaming, like you say, there's we talked about this. I think Dr. Disrespect was interviewed, and he says, every time I get up to go to the bathroom, I lose this much money because these many people go to someone else's stream until I get back. And I thought, that is a golden cage you've built for yourself there. Yeah. So we are our worst enemy in a way. Because he is right. Honestly, coming from a streamer who makes, money at times, I make decent money from streaming. We talked about. I don't want to get into details about.
Yeah, but you do. You're taking care of. Yeah, you're taking care of business.
But no, I do know. Like, for example, I was, I would take time off. Stream a good occasional, like once a month. I take about a week off. And just to see like numbers plummet, because so what happens is you take a day off, you're not getting subs, you're not getting this, you're not getting that.
Right.
And every day you're live, you're gaining that. And it does plummet. I went from, like I said, doing little mental health, working time off type of shit, breaks. and you could just tell that it plummets drastically when you don't stream and you're not live. Your income is drastically affected with, you know, with everything. It's actually, like I said, it's the we're our worst enemies as streamers, and it's a bad, sick mentality. Talking about mental health month, of course, too. It's just like it's really bad. It is. A lot of people don't realize that. I know so many streamers who dedicate their lives to this in terms of the fact that, like, it's I feel like that's why streamer houses are a thing. I feel like because when they get off, they can network with other streamers.
Right.
They get it in real life. They don't have to go onto their channels and hang out with people through DMs or conversations on Discord. And I feel like that's why those things work really well.
So there are streamer houses where what?
You don't know that?
Well,
Like,
I'm not
people, like,
surprised they exist, but I didn't know they actually did exist.
Yeah, so streamer houses, so like some streamers just get together and they all split a pool, you know, to pay for the house, and they all have a social life within that house, and they all hang out with the friends that they met from streaming. But it, like I said, gives them social interaction off the whole computer and stuff like that we talked about.
Right.
And that's why I feel like those are so successful. They're honestly, it's a very good idea, to be honest with you, if you really want to live in these worlds. Of course, you should always get out and do stuff, 100%.
Yeah.
You know, it's dangerous sitting here.
Yeah, people, we talk about this a lot, but it's always bears repeating. If you're creating content, your content has to come from you. Now, it can always be about your interaction with a game or a chat. That's fine. But if you're producing any kind of art, you have to live your life so that you have fuel for your art. People who don't ever do anything turn out to be not very interesting, and usually the art they produce is probably not going to be that interesting unless you're unless you're a real eccentric, a real hermit, and your mind is just this fertile crescent valley of just ideas that are always exploding. That's a very rare thing. Most of us, you know, we have to get out and live our lives, and when you sit back down, you've had experiences. Those experiences affect your opinions, and yes, they can take you high or low, but it's going to go into what you create. And yeah, if you're spending all your time doing one thing only, it can make you more one-dimensional, and eventually your life will get out of balance, and people will start to wonder why they start to feel anxious more often, or they don't feel as happy, they don't feel as satisfied, and it's because you're depriving yourself of just a normal baseline of activity and experience. And it's very important people get out and do that. But like you said, it's hard if you're a streamer. You don't want to walk away from dollars because, you know, the rents do.
Yeah. And that's something that I think a lot of streamers don't get in it for the money, but everybody wants to make money from it in the way that they want to.
Yeah.
Most people want to make it a career. There's few who just do it because they love to do it. It's just a passion. It's like art. Sometimes people only just draw just because they love to draw.
Yeah.
But if you're really passionate about it, most people would love to have an opportunity to follow their dream and do it for a career. I'm sure, you know, as a voice actor and, you know, doing that line of stuff, you would love to have income from it and make it your main, you know, thing. If you're really that in love with it, you're 100% right about that.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, voice acting was my dream. After I had done stand-up for a while, I said, you know, I'm doing stand-up. I'm making a living at it. I'm not making a huge amount of money, but I can pay my bills. But it's a grind. And this was around 30 when I started to come to this conclusion. 30, early 30s, I had put a good 10 years in, and I thought, I don't have the passion for it anymore. And if I don't have the passion for it, that should mean something. And if I just keep phoning it in like this, I was headed towards like breaking down. Just, you know, if you gun your engine in the red for too long, it's just going to start smoking and you're going to have to pull over. And I basically said, I really need to find something I'm more passionate about. And voice acting was it. And luckily it helped that I found it and I was able to do it. But there was still a transition. The transition was the hardest part. Making something a part of my life for 10 years and then flipping it into something where the hours were different. I wasn't traveling. The schedule was different. The structure of my year was different. It zapped my head. And I had something similar to what you talked about at 18. It's like, you know what? I'm not going to take a break because I gotta make money. But I went and I worked with a cognitive behavioral therapist because I was getting anxious all the time. And he helped me get a handle on it. And he said, look, I'm going to teach you a skill set. This is how you're going to keep your life in balance. This is how you're going to approach life. You're going to deal with things that you can control. right? And you're going to make sure that you don't spend too much time on one need and neglect another need. So it takes time. It took me years to get this, right? But now I see just how much people can spend online, how much time they spend. And I thought, all right, I've learned my lesson. I've been trained. I'm going to do 10 hours a week streaming. That's it. 10 hours a week, 4 days. I'm picking out 4 days. I'm picking out a time I can do it. And if work comes up, work comes up. I work around everything. And I'm not going to spend more than 10 hours a week editing anything I make on stream, so that this will never take more than 20 hours of my week. But it's because I have a family, I have a wife, I have kids, I have a voiceover career. I want to exercise and stay fit. I want to be able to live and fuel myself with other activities. But like you say, I look at my analytics and I see that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, yeah, okay, there's income. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, there's none. And I just say, okay, I'm one of the lucky ones that I don't need this income to live. I do it because I'm building something. But I understand, coming from somebody who, especially now, because you can't do your normal, like if you had a day job, you wouldn't be able to do it. It's all streaming. So yeah, the hardest thing is for somebody who is having some success, but it's throwing their life out of balance. How do they dial it back so that they can stay happy, but take care of their financial responsibilities? Because we all have them. I mean, do you have an idea of where you want to be as opposed to where you might be right now? Do you have a target, or are you pretty much doing it the way you want to do it?
So, I'm assuming you mean, do I have an end goal with streaming?
Yeah, do you have an end goal where... Well, I tell you what, let's just talk about just life in general. Are you as balanced as you want to be? I mean, I'm never completely as balanced as I want to be. It's every day you're working on it, right?
No, yeah. It's actually really interesting that, my 2 years, I was a disaster, the whole 2 years. Honestly, a lot of people say you need to learn to love yourself. I love myself so much. I really do. I think it's a really good thing to be so young at my age and actually finally admit that I love myself and I wouldn't want to change anything about myself in terms of strengths. We all have flaws that we need to work on and correct as best as we can. Because everybody, I feel like nobody will ever be perfect. I love music, and I'm going to plug him. Will Larry's, one of his lines is, perfect is perception, and perception is all that they can see. And, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm happy with the way I run my life currently, of course. Times change.
Right.
We all go through ups and downs, but I've looked at myself and I'm like, I'm happy with myself. Now, in terms of goals, it's always been hard for me to find something I wanted to do, because we talk about this too, where it's like, there's one point where it's like, I wanted to get into computer programming and making video games. I learned programming, animation, Photoshop to do user interfaces. I was making my own whole video game by myself. I learned all the things, modeling, 3D modeling. And I did that for like a good year and a half. And I was like, 2 years. And I was like, this is not what I want to do. Okay. And I just dropped it. I let go of it. It's just like, and there's times where it's like, I come back to it and I'm like, oh, maybe this was what I want to do. And then I just drop it again. So it's not something I want to do. If I drop it multiple times, it's probably not something I want to fully go through with it. I don't want to commit to it. Yeah. And if I can't commit to it, I'm probably not passionate enough about it to follow my dream in that. I've tried a lot of things. I've tried that. I've tried, streaming, which I think streaming is one of the more things that I'm very good at. Like I've killed my career to start it, to kill my career, to start it again, to kill my career, and started again 3 times. Right. But yeah, where I'm at again and bigger. So I feel like if I'm doing something right, that I'm doing something right in a way. Yeah. I'm delivering a good type of vibe or a good stream enough to be able to restart 3 times, because streaming is hard for people to get into. Right. And maybe I have connections now compared to, and connections are very important in this world. If you have connections with anybody, that it helps so much. And the more you build connections, the better. And that's where the word networking comes in with streaming, is having connections with people. Networking is not doing this, going to a channel, giving somebody money or hosting them. It's having connections with people to broaden and widen your range of what you can actually achieve. But and then so there's a lot. I honestly, even with streaming, we just talked about this. I want to get my first tattoo. And it was like, why don't you get something maybe around, why don't you get something maybe around, like your stream or something. I told everybody, it was like, I'm not sure. This is something I'm taking one step at a time and I'm passionate about right now. But like you said, for 10 years of your life you spent on, stand-up and all that stuff, it's like, it could change. And I don't want to get something like that tattooed and be like, this is something I was passionate about, but I'm not passionate about it anymore.
It's a chapter of my life. I've turned the page. Yeah. Well,
And
do
that's something
you?
we talked about.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of people who are like I talked to Branscombe Richmond, who's the voice of Gibraltar, and we talked about success because Branscombe is a really chill dude. He is super nice, super friendly, and he's a guy that is content. He's happy. Doesn't mean he's not ambitious because he produces movies, he stays busy. But he says, a lot of people think about success in terms of how much money did they make or how many people idolize them. And he says, success for me is about, obviously loving your life, loving what you do, and how much you've connected with other people. You mentioned connection. Connections, to me, the most powerful force in the universe is connection. Atoms connect and they make something larger. People connect through ideas. So the way you, in Branscome's eyes, the way you've been of help to other people, the way you've made connections in your life, that to him is success. And so when people think about streaming, yeah, if you build something that takes real effort and you're passionate about it, that's success, as long as you are enjoying it. So I notice a lot of people that tend to be successful are people that they set a goal, it's a worthwhile goal, and they discover a process to achieve that goal, and then the whole process of doing it makes them satisfied. So you would have to feel pretty satisfied at how you've been able to start over each time and each time make it successful. Do you think of your schedule in terms of, because I've asked this before with other streamers, do you think in a week I want to be here, in 6 months I want to be here, in a year, in 5 years? Or do you just sort of take it one day at a time?
I sort of take it one day at a time in a way where it's like I would always want to grow. But if it doesn't grow, it doesn't affect my mood or my ambition to continue streaming. Mm-hmm. If it happens, that's great, and that's where it's like I kind of go with the flow with it. I think everybody has a goal to maybe be the biggest streamer one day, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if it affects you and your content because you're not doing as well as you would hope, is where it becomes a problem. That's why I feel like, overthinking can really be a big flaw that a lot of people have. And you can start overthinking, why am I not doing good here? We talked about this where viewers all have their own lives. Yeah. Why is this viewer not back? Where's my top donator? Where's this person? Oh, this person just stopped, and then 6 months later they stop, and you're like, where you been? It's just like overthinking, and like with things like that is just really hard. And it's really hard to like, in a way, grow streaming because it's not dependent on you. It's depending on everybody else's life. You're a live entertainer. What they have going on is what affects whether they stop it or not. But yeah, I have goals to maybe hopefully be able to do this as my sole income. Right now I'm doing it as my sole income because the whole coronavirus stuff, of course. Right. And it works out pretty well. I have a very supportive community, very, very supportive, and I'm honored to have such loyal people that have, got my back in rough times. Yeah. Well, somebody asked on the chat too, they were asking me if voiceover is still lucrative right now. And actually voiceover, the only thing that's changed about voiceover is that you're not going to a studio to record. But a lot of, like with streamers, this is, I mean, if there's a silver lining to a pandemic, it's that suddenly streamers have people watching a lot more. And so it's tailor-made for people who are not able to get out. Now, of course, the downside, in addition to many other downsides, is a lot of other people have gotten into streaming. So, and this happened with stand-up, oddly enough. It didn't take a pandemic for it to happen, but in the late 80s, long before your time, stand-up comedy became huge. It was on every channel, and they started giving comedians TV shows, and there was a glut of guys running into the stand-up market, and it exploded. And in the early 90s, it just sort of cratered. And because they had just sort of flooded the market with too much product. And that's right when I got into stand-up. And so I had to build up a career when it was all just sort of dying off. And right now, somebody jumping into streaming in the next year or two is probably thinking, there's so much competition. It's like, yeah, you should have been here 5 years ago. It was just me and 3 other guys. And this is what's really, really interesting. And this is why the fact that Twitch is not the only platform right now anymore. It's not the only popular. Like just like 3 years ago, I'd say nobody cared about anything else. They didn't care about all these other platforms. It was all about just Twitch, and Twitch owned everything. Yeah. And that's one really nice thing about having multiple platforms now is there's a lot of good content creators on Twitch who just don't have that spotlight ever get shined on them because it's saturated. It's flooded with just hundreds of people who may or may not be just the average Joe, that a platform like Mixer or DLive or Facebook Gaming or anything like that gives these people opportunity. Like myself, I don't think I would have made it on Twitch at all in terms of like where I'm at now. If I just came there, it would have been very difficult. I feel like it would have been really hard. But they give opportunity because it's not as flooded, and of course they all become flooded. I think our statistics is for every 5 viewers, there's one streamer on Mixer. And now what you got to keep in mind is for every 5 viewers, there's one streamer, and one of those viewers are the streamer themselves.
Yeah.
So truly, it's every one streamer
Every
is 4
4
viewers.
Yeah.
And you got to keep in mind, then you got some streamers who pull in a couple, like 500, 700 viewers. That's normally
Right.
top big streamers on our site is around 1,000.
Okay.
Most.
Okay.
And you got to keep in mind they pull in 1,000, and that's all their viewers. So you can keep in mind all the flooded saturation of just one. It's just like it's very hard to get that light shined on you as a content creator, even now. And that's why I came at the right time with Beam, where it was it was just growing. Microsoft just acquired it, and that's kind of what gave me the limelight and the opportunity to show what I was worth as a creator. And you are right though; it's very difficult to get in streaming, and it's hard. You have to stick out. Same thing with anything in this world. If once it becomes saturated, you need to stick out.
Yeah.
If you can't stick out, you're going to just get buried under everybody else.
Yeah, it's white noise. I mean, I remember by the way, Goldsmith just tipped $5. Thank you, Goldsmith. I appreciate that. By the way, all the money I make online that's non-voiceover, I put aside for family that can't work because of the coronavirus. We'll get into that later, but so you guys may be tipping me, but really I'm putting that money aside for when the stimulus runs out and they need money. So you're helping family. But when I got into acting and stand up at the same time, like I was over in Orlando, which is a small market. You think of Orlando as Mixer and LA is Twitch, because it's a small pond and you can make a big splash there. And I made a big enough splash where I could make a living. And I thought, I want to move to where all the big stuff happens. But when I did that, it was 2 or 3 years of complete just oblivion, where nobody knew who you were, nobody cared who you were, and you were just like everybody else. And finally you find your way, but it's tough. And that's why when I first started streaming, I streamed on Mixer, and I had a really good time with it. But I thought, I'm working really hard. I got up to where I had about 800 followers, and it took me 3 months or so to get that. And I thought, they're still not going to let me partner, and they're still not going to let me earn any income, and I want to see what I can do with this. So I jumped over to Twitch, and you can get monetized very, very quickly on Twitch. You don't need much. So I made that compromise, and I said, okay, I'm going to jump into a huge pond, and I'm going to have to fight a lot harder to get noticed. And what you guys see on a daily basis, or at least 4 days a week, is me slowly creating the stream that I have, which is really more like a show than a stream. I'm not on for very long, and it's very segment produced in terms of days. Every day is a slightly different theme. And I thought, okay, I wonder if this would have happened for me on Mixer the same way. I truly don't know. And I realized what you've built on Mixer is definitely worth your time. You've made the right choice.
No, you're right. And we talked about this too. It's like I personally feel like you were always meant to be better on Twitch, because Twitch is such a bigger audience. Statistically it is. It's a bigger platform. There's more people. There's more eyes. And with somebody with your status, like I said, we talked about statuses. Somebody with your status it would be a lot easier and more successful for you to be on a platform like Twitch, because you're known outside of Twitch. And there's more eyes when they just fall on you. They're like, oh, yo, it's this person. He's been in this or that. And I truthfully do think, I don't think on Mixer you would have been at the point where you are now if you would have stuck with it. I personally don't. I think you would have still been struggling to get an identity in a way, because it's there's less people, there's less viewers.
Right.
It's harder. And I think Twitch was the right idea for you to switch, because we've known each other for a while. Like, so I was supporting you in your Mixer, your little goals and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm no resentment that you left. How dare you, traitor? This is treason. I've come to be like a revenant and stab you in the back and stuff like that. But I think it was actually the right choice for you in your career to go over to Twitch, and I think that was actually a very smart decision in your part. Now, as a creator like myself, a lot of our creators on Mixer have tried to do that. I've noticed, and they fall flat.
What do you think? What do you think happens to them?
like you said, it's just like you're battling again. Yes, some people may follow you. You might be known now. You might have
Right.
know, more experience, and you might be going to that that big ponds, and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But once you step into that, it becomes very difficult because you're battling for a piece of the pie now in a whole new area that you're not familiar
Yeah.
with. And there's a lot to take in, and a lot of I've seen, you can even see with the Shroud and Ninja stuff like that coming over and trying to bring over their viewership. A lot of it declines. It just it's not everybody wants to come over and wants to follow you and stuff like that.
How
so you
is
gotta keep in mind.
Well, how is Ninja doing on Mixer? He's still there, right?
No, he's definitely still the biggest streamer, of course.
Yeah,
100%.
right.
He has connections, so no matter what, he will always be considered probably the biggest streamer out there.
Right.
But it's more of the thing where it's like being a smaller Mixer streamer and then trying to jump into Twitch, where Ninja, let's consider him 20% of the viewing population on Mixer. Try to jump in with being the biggest streamer on Mixer with your viewers, you're still 0.001%, and then you lose half your viewers, and it's really hard. You're diving into a thing, and it might be possible, and if they can do it, I feel like they honestly would skyrocket themselves, to unbelievable heights. I really do, because Twitch is a bigger platform.
Yeah,
you can get a foothold thing, and a lot of people try something called multi-streaming, where they stream on like 3-4 different platforms. I
read about that. Yeah.
The reason why I don't agree with it is because you're trying to give 20% to Twitch, 20% to Mixer, 20% to DLive, 20% to YouTube, and 20% to whatever other platform. Let's whatever. Numbers, math is hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like you try to, you're trying to hit all these fields at once, and you're not able to dedicate 100% to your live stream community on each platform like you want to, or like that you should, to be honest with you. And it dwindles your content, I feel like, and your connection with your fans and your viewers and stuff like that a lot.
Yeah, it's hard to serve two masters like that. In this case, like 5 masters, and you spread yourself thin, and before you know it, it's okay on every platform, but it's not good on any of them.
Yeah,
and
that there's something really interesting about contracts. Like contract wise, you're not on Twitch. I know you're not allowed to stream on other platforms, if I'm right, if you're a partner to them.
I think Mixer I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, Mixer allows it, of course, but it's something like out of a moral decision as a streamer, a lot of people try not to do it because it's like it's respect that I'm partnered with a site. I don't want to go dabble on other sites. It's not my community that they have all their awesome streamers out there, and as much as people act like there's competition between Twitch and, there's like this hate relationship. I don't know if you talk about Dr. Disrespect where he pokes fun at it. Everybody takes it so seriously. He's a character.
Yeah.
He's honestly a character. Nothing he says about Mixer is actually taken serious because he's taking fun of the fact of trying to get a limelight on Mixer so his friends can actually grow on there. There's more to it than just the fact of like he's just doing it. It's advertising. It's his persona. It's his character, and there's no really hate relationship, but yeah, it's just it's very interesting. It is the way platforms are with stuff like that.
Yeah, well, now we've been sort of dancing around this, but it is interesting to find out how everyone's coping with it. People ask me, how is voice acting affected by the pandemic? In my case, knock on wood, none of my work is affected at all. I have a home studio. I can record broadcast quality stuff, so I'm fine. None of my jobs have gone away. Streamers are just finding more time to stream. But if you said, you mentioned to me when we were talking earlier that you were an essential worker, but you haven't been able to work. So how did the pandemic and the lockdown affect your life?
Honestly, it hit me pretty hard. I was actually, being only 22, and I moved out of my parents, not recently, but about in August. I think when I met you, I was still living with my parents at the time.
Okay.
I moved out in August for the first time, I was doing good in life with everything. And it hit me pretty hard because being an essential worker, I do property management and stuff like that.
All right.
But nobody wants to pay their rent, which means no landlords want to pay us and have us do work. So it went down from, maybe like 80 hours of work every, 2 weeks and leasing and all these different things to, I worked, I think, an hour and a half in the past 3 weeks.
Really?
And it's hit my financial stuff really hard. It has 100% without a doubt. and it's put definitely a big it's made me very nervous in a way, because it's like I just claimed my independence. I got perfect credit for a 22-year-old. I've never missed a payment. I've had a credit card since I was 18. I have hundreds of thousands of dollars, not hundreds of thousands, but about $100,000 in credit card. It was limits. I got good credit for a 22-year-old.
Right.
Got a nice car and everything. Never had my parents really assist me with anything. But it was scary knowing the fact that I just got a car and all these. I can ruin everything in the matter of legit 2 to 3 months. And I'm very fortunate at my age that I saved up a decent amount of money. Not a lot, because I'm still young. I don't have a big savings, but I had a decent amount of savings in the thousands. That it's been a good cushion for me to, when everything happens, I didn't have to panic, but I was still worried because this so far I don't have an estimated time when we're opening things. And I know our governor, for example, made it so we can't evict anybody for 3 months. From my statistics being in property management, 40% of all tenants are not paying rent. And that's a lot. That's a lot of lost money for landlords. Right. So since they can't evict these people legally, and of course sooner or later they're going to have to pay. Since they can't evict these people, like I said, it's just like they're losing money. I'm losing money. Everybody's kind of losing money in a way. And it's it's not right to kick somebody out of their home when they may be struggling too. But it just creates a big circle of everybody is struggling. The only way to fix it is for the government to step in. It's sad to say, and give stimulus checks and stuff. Because it really is. It's the only way to keep people afloat, so everybody can figure out stuff until the right time comes. But it's definitely put a damper on a lot of my life. It's made me a lot of very nervous, and I'm very lucky to have a community who's actually been really supportive, in the last 2 weeks to help me, and it's actually eased me off a lot. And it's definitely canceled any type of really nervous feelings or anxiousness that I could lose everything and ruin my whole credit. And nobody wants to ruin their credit. It takes years to fix it. And like I said, I've had immaculate credit. I don't want to ruin it. Right. I'd be so scared. I'd honestly rather sell everything in my stream setup than ruin my credit, because this can all be bought back with credit. Truthfully. And just I'd rather sell it all than to break everything and stuff like that. But it's put a damper on my life in one shape, way, or form. And this has been streaming's my therapy in a way. It's where I express myself. I'm very real as a streamer. I've listen. There's times I've broken down into tears multiple times because just life gets hard, and I don't hide it from my stream. Any of my community will tell you I'm a very real person. I don't hide it. As much as I have an entertainment persona, I keep all my stuff real. Because it's my therapy. It's kind of like music to a lot of artists, where they express themselves and what they've been through. And most artists tend not to hide it. And that's why I look at this whole streaming. This is my therapy, my way to express how I feel. And I tell everybody everything about my life. And it's bad because, you should keep things personal, of course, but it's just, this is my therapy. That's the way I look at this. We talk about, therapists and stuff like that. This is why I come to my therapy. This helps me so much.
As long as you can live with something being on the internet, then
listen, I have my flaws. I've had a wild childhood, and all everybody has. And I think it's one shape, way, or form.
Believe me,
a rough life.
Dude, I'm so lucky that the internet did not exist when I was your age, because I would never ever be able to live down some of my stupid decisions, because you make them like everyone makes the same kind of mistakes. But now, people growing up now are going to make them on the internet, and they're going to be preserved in amber. Archaeologists are going to come across these mistakes later. And, whereas mine just sort of disappeared with memory. There are some ugly pictures, like, holy shit, that was your hair? Yeah, I know. I thought that was cool back then.
Yeah. That's actually, you bring up a good point. I made a video back when I was 18 about of me dancing to a song in a pigeon mask, and there's times it still gets brought up because old viewers remember it, and it's permanent now. I did it on the internet. There's no going back, and there's no changing that. Right. Of course, it will slowly start to die out, and the relevancy of it will slowly start to fade. Right. But you are right. As long as you're fine with being open about who you are, there's nothing wrong with it. Me, I admitted to all my flaws. I accept the past mistakes I've done in my life. I can't change them. I can work on to make myself a better me, of course. And no matter how much you try to fix your flaws, they are the reason that you are where you are now. They are a part of you no matter what you do. If you get rid of your anxiety, you having that anxiety made you into the person you are today. So
Right.
no matter what, that anxiety always will be with you, and it created the person you are. And that's the way I look at it, that, my flaws created this guy. And I'm so happy with myself that, like I said, I'm glad I experienced those things and I was that way, because then honestly, I don't think I would be like this.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
It all boils down to, I've believed this for a long time. All good therapy, all good philosophy boils down to a version of the Serenity Prayer, which is, and you don't even have to be religious, because I'm not religious, but grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the strength to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference, or the courage to change the things that I can. It all boils down to what's in your control. Focus on that. Let the rest go. And of course, my wise friend, who is my therapist that I worked with, I always refer to him as my wise friend. He taught me, he says, Chris, if you can do this 75% of the time, you're going to have an amazing life, and it'll be full of things that you didn't want happening. And that's just life. But he said, nobody does this 100% of the time. Everybody makes mistakes. But if you can learn how to do it 75% of the time, you're going to have a fantastic life. So that's the goal is, okay, most of the time, remember, yeah, I screwed up because I forgot. Yeah. I forgot to concentrate on something that was in my control instead of something out of my control. I wasn't as patient. I have a 6 and an 8-year-old, so I have 2 kids. I constantly get to work on my flaws, because, hey, if you really want to work on being your best self, go have a kid. That we're right there. And then have another kid. And then you'll say, all right, I really don't want to fuck this up, because I do not want to create 2 people that have the same problems that I have. I want them to have an advantage.
Yeah.
So,
And that's really interesting. Like, people are like that, where it's like, you don't want your child to have the same, childhood that you had in a way, and that's really nice, where it's like we grow as people over time. One day maybe we'll have perfect, kids and stuff like that, and they'll have perfect kids and they'll be perfect parents because they past experiences. Who knows? But that's a really good point. You brought up kids and stuff, and we're talking about balancing and stuff like that before, where it's like, I don't know how you guys do it. I'm 22 and I don't have kids. I don't have all that stuff or obligation and stuff like that. To become a streamer and do that, it blows my mind. It really does, how some people are able to successfully dedicate time to that and also dedicate time to their family. And I know a lot of musicians tend to kind of not do it. They tend to like fade away because they're on tour all the time and all that stuff. And it's really interesting how people balance everything. It makes me mind blown, because I just can't. I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't think I'm ready to have kids and then balance streaming on top of it, or dogs or pets and all that stuff. It's
believe me,
very overwhelming.
At 22, I wasn't ready to do any of that stuff. At 32, I wasn't ready to do any of that stuff. I just wasn't there yet. Everybody gets there at a certain time, but we also, that's an interesting point you raise, is that I'm sure a lot of people on the chat know what this feels like. You look at other people and you think, wow, they're doing it. How come I can't do it? A lot of times what you're seeing is a facade. They're not doing it. They're taking pictures and putting them online that make it look like they're living their quote-unquote best life. They're not. They just want you to think that they are, and they get a little bit of self-worth from that, but it's not authentic self-worth. The person who is actually living their best life, you may not know about it, and they may not brag about it. They may just find a way to keep things in balance, and they stay fulfilled. But if someone is constantly tweeting out or Instagramming or TikToking this perfect, blessed life, I'd be a little suspicious, because they're dealing with the same bullshit we all are. They're just better at branding.
Yeah, they're definitely, I think you're right about that. A lot of my Instagram has to do with my flaws, to be honest with you. If you ever read like quotes and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of them, I write. When I get off stream, I spend hours writing poetry and stuff like that. My Instagram has to do with a lot of flaws and stuff like that, and showing people who I am as a person and opening up to people.
Right.
I'm a very artistic like that, and I don't claim to ever have this perfect life. I have roller coasters up and down and stuff like that, and it is a big facade. I feel like the perfect, fairy tale story that people try to live that they have, and nobody lives that.
No.
It's like having, any type of, no issues with anybody, whether it's family or your relationship. You get into arguments at times, things happen. Nobody's perfect in their own way. We all have our own flaws, and people have them more at a higher degree than others.
Yeah, that's what my wise friend used to tell me. He'd say, you know what your problem is? He said, you don't deal with this very well. He says, but that's what life is. It's up and down, up and down. You've got to be this while all this stuff happens around you. It's this interesting sine wave you could look at. And he goes, and you're going to learn how to do that. But the first thing you have to do is acknowledge that that is what life is. Because a lot of people get scared. If they have something good, they get scared that they're going to lose it. Or they get scared that if they try something that they really want, they won't succeed and they won't know how to deal with that failure. Their ego won't know how to handle it. And what he taught me was, look, it's okay. You're going to fail. But the real failure is when you don't try. All right. Yeah. Success usually is something you've tied to a result. But he says you shouldn't do that. So acknowledge that life is going to bring you ups and downs. Acknowledge that there is no perfect. Acknowledge that if you try for something, it's the effort, it's the attempt that is the success. Everything else is gravy. And if you ever lose something good, it's okay. You're learning how to live within the boundaries of what you can control, which means you can create another great thing on your terms. So you're never going to worry about losing something because you know you can always create another thing that makes you feel good. That's the key. It's very simple. It just takes hard work. A lot of people don't know that. No,
you're right. You're definitely right about that. It's I posted a quote about it recently. I don't remember the exact quote, but it was something very similar to that, where it's like, you know, just because you take one step forward and 2 steps back, it doesn't mean you went backwards in life, because that experience, you know, tells you that this wasn't the right way for you to go.
Yeah.
And that's it was something around that. It was more detailed than that, but yeah, it was very similar to with that approach, where it's like it's the fact that you earned experience from that mistake.
Yeah.
That makes you to go the right direction in the future. And, that's very true. I agree with that. I'm very open-minded as a 22-year-old.
You need to be. Things like that. Oh yeah, I have a friend who has a degree in philosophy, and he said, you know, you don't need to read very deep into philosophy before you come to the same truths over and over again. And the quote you referenced is also encapsulated in, I think it was one of Thomas Edison's quotes, where he had tried 10,000 different ways to invent a light bulb. And he said, I didn't fail 10,000 times. I just found 10,000 ways not to make a light bulb until I finally got it right. So it's all perspective. Perspective is everything. And as a good, here's the way that you're representing that. We start the stream off, we start the interview off, and boom, you're PigeonMan. Full on, 100 miles an hour, entertaining as hell. And then, you know, because you're up here. And then we let a little time go by and we let the rhythm take over, and now we're down here, which is fine too, because that's the rhythm of life. All in 1 hour, you can see this is what life can do and how you can control it, balance it, and boom, take off again. Oh, look at this. Crystalum is telling me, let's see. Halo Vetpez cheered 1,000 bits. You know, it's funny. I usually don't have people cheer a whole lot of bits while I'm doing an interview. And usually when they cheer bits, I owe them a Pathfinder voice line. Yeah. So when we get into it, we can start squadding up soon if you want. Yeah. And I can do Pathfinder voice lines for people when they're ready to. So, yeah. If you want, we can take a few questions from the chat too, because we got some of your Mixer folks here.
Oh, they're actually over there.
I don't know. I think okay. Well, I tell you what. Everybody on the chat who came over from Mixer, who is a PigeonMan follower and sub, let me know.
Traitors, y'all. That's their. How dare they go over to Twitch? What treachery is this?
The Annex, I guess I'm pronouncing that. Okay, there's one of them. And, Trojan is here for Philosophical Chris. Well, that's about roughly 50% of the time. Yeah, Hey Love It Prez is from Mixer. And, you got a few. You brought over here. So that's cool.
Yeah. I was wondering if anybody would actually go. I've been telling everybody to go to your chat if they want to chat and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well,
this is all you.
Strong 10K.
I'm just giving my perspective.
Strong 10K's here. He says, I'm Pigeon Sugar Daddy. So there you go.
Yep, he is. He's my my pappy who gives me challenges that are really bad.
You gotta answer me this then, because I don't know if you talked about this yet. PigeonMan, where's that come from?
Ooh, have I told you?
I think you told me before the stream. And if you told me twice, all right, wait, stream, has he told me yet how he became PigeonMan?
I don't think I've told you the stream, your stream, how I became PigeonMan. My stream knows. But have
Okay.
I ever told you, Chris? That's what I'm.
No,
Have I ever
no.
told
All
you
right.
before?
All right. Well, first of all, what part of the country are you in? Do you get into like where your region is? Like I tell people I live in LA, and that's as specific as I get.
Yeah, I don't mind telling people.
Okay.
So I actually live in upstate New York currently,
Right.
Syracuse.
Okay.
So where Tim the Tap Man is, if you guys I'm sure know where he is.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny talking about Tim the Tap Man. My sister's boyfriend's mother actually cleans his house.
That's funny.
But, yeah, it's really funny. But yeah. So I live in upstate New York in Syracuse now.
All right.
That's where I currently live.
Okay.
I was born. So this is where my name comes from. I have meaning. Everything has meaning to me in this world. Even this
Right.
watch I'm wearing. This watch I'm wearing right here has the greatest meaning to me. And people might not, if you ever looked at it, have like understand what it means to me. But the brand that I bought represents where I'm from. It's Belova, and it's a New York brand.
Okay.
Everything I have has meaning to me. I love meaning. Same thing with my title, my model thing, where it's like the man, the myth, the legend, hat bird. I love having meaning behind things. It's very artistic, and it's really cool. It's a talking point. Talking points are so important that people realize they don't have. Because when you walk up to somebody, you be like, "Hi," and they're like, "Well, where'd you get your watch?" And you're just like, "I just bought it online." But me, I could be like, "Well, it's a Belova watch, and I bought it because it's a brand from where I was from, New York. I was born
Right.
in New York City." So the PigeonMan comes from the fact that there's this came from the fact here. This is what's funny. This came from the fact that I went to Disneyland and I asked out the princesses.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did?
I asked out the princess. Yeah, I tried.
Which one?
I tried to swoon them.
Which one?
Well, here's the funny thing. And Cinderella laughed at me about it. I asked out all four of them, one after another. After each time I got denied, she called me out on it. Cinderella. She was like, "Did you ask other princesses like that?" I was like, "No, I did not. I came here just for you." So there's three creatures in New York. There's that are popular. There's the pigeon.
Right.
There's the cockroach.
Oh,
and
yeah.
There's the rat.
The rat.
Who wants to be a rat and a cockroach?
No.
I chose the lesser evil of the three. I chose a pigeon. Because let me tell you something. Did you guys know doves are pigeons? Those are the higher class pigeons. So, whatever, I could be the middle class, working class, pigeon.
Right.
I don't need to be a dove. So I chose pigeon. Now that tells you where I'm from in terms of New York, trying to give idea. It's not, many people can't guess it, but because with the accent, it gives an idea and, behind it, and it has meaning to me.
Right.
Now man came to the fact that there's different, New York City's a big place. There's Manhattan, Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's 5 boroughs.
Queens. Yeah, there's multiple boroughs. Exactly, man. So how do I tell people what borough I was from? And I came to this conclusion that Spider-Man is a creature and he's man. So he's the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man and he's from Queens.
Right.
So I was like, I'm going to integrate man after my name. I'm going to be the dollar store knockoff, Chinese plastic version of Spider-Man. That's me.
The Times
That's
Square
why,
version. Yeah.
Yeah, when I swing on with Pathfinder, I on Apex, I call myself Spider Pidge. Because it has meaning to me. Like I love meaning behind things. I don't like just making a name 420x, sniper, no scope. It's just like
Right.
I always ask people what their names mean. Most people don't have meaning behind their name. It's fine, but it's nice to have a talking point and actually have like great meaning behind the name and everything. And that's where mine came from. I wanted to tell people where I was from. And some people could put it together. Some people, it's kind of hard. It's like my and the myth. It's nobody really knows, but it's a nice talking point when people do ask. Because
Yeah.
it's just like, wow, he actually has a meaning behind his name. Yeah, and I do.
No,
I
it's
have a meaning
nice.
behind my name.
Yeah. And if you guys go over to Mixer, you see he's got his whole brand built around PigeonMan. You've got your own designs. You got what? T-shirts, you got merch, you got all
I
this
used
stuff.
to do merch. Yeah, and this is one of the big things too. And I feel like as a content creator, I do all my own artwork. I don't
Nice.
pay anybody to do it, and there's two reasons why I do that. One, artwork's expensive. And as a content creator who wants to make it, big, it's until you make it big, I wouldn't recommend going out of way to hire anybody, because once you make it big, then you hire any professional you want. Go
Right.
get that's top of line professional and do exactly what you want. But I invest so much time in learning art and stuff like that I did all my emotes or all my stickers. I know they don't know what stickers are. It's pretty much a giant image in the chat that's very similar to an emote, just a lot bigger and a lot more clean. And I did all my own artwork, and I felt like it was really worth it because it saved me a lot of money as a streamer. But yeah, everything's based around this pigeon, and it's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Since the last time you were in my stream, I redid my whole pigeon. I made
Oh, really?
it high definition, really good quality. Because it was an old pigeon from 2 years ago.
Okay.
This new pigeon looks pristine and clean, different color, everything. And I rebranded my whole channel kind of recently with stuff.
Yeah. See, I'm lucky. My brother, Pappy Dave, he is an artist. Yeah. He is a graphic designer. I pay him. But, yeah, I mean, if you want quality, you got to pay for it. Like, he's been doing this for 20, 30 years. So, you know, he does it when he's able to freelance. But, yeah, he says, you know, the problem with freelancing now is it's freelancing online. You got to compete with some guy who lives in Russia who'll do it for $5 a day.
Yeah, and, you know,
and he says,
it's wild.
Yeah,
it's wild.
That's a tough one.
Everybody's, you got to even China, like, you know, their wages, nothing.
Yeah,
you know, they'll fight. You know, $2 might be a lot for them, but out here in the U.S. might mean nothing. So, your top line artists might, you know, bank that stuff. You know, it's very hard. You are right. It's very difficult. It depends on where you live.
Right.
What your wages are and stuff like that. It really does.
Absolutely.
The second thing why I do my own art is because only I know exactly what I want.
Right.
And I can correct things and change things every constant second to be perfect to what I feel like I want my stuff to look like.
Mm-hmm.
Artists, like I said, they might redo it, revise it a couple times for you, but they're not. Most artists are not gonna be like, "Yo, I want to keep doing this for you for free." You know, just come on, tell me exactly what you want. You know, so that's another reason I love to revise my art and little mistakes that I didn't like, but I wasn't able to maybe do at that time because I wasn't experienced enough. I like to go back and change them.
Right. Well, you keep it in your control.
Another reason.
No, smart business move. Well, because you have the skill to do it.
Yeah.
So
that's why I say I'm a very self-taught person. I computer programming, animation, modeling, 2D art, streaming, everything. I've self-taught myself everything, and I've tried to always push myself to go to unbelievable heights because that's the way I learn is being self-taught. I don't learn in the normal, you know, curriculum of a school or something like that. It doesn't work for me. That's not who I am as a person.
Well,
but I have motivation to self-teach myself. And
yeah.
My persistence helps.
The term for that is autodidact. That is what you are. You are a self-taught. You're a self-teacher. And I've interviewed more than one streamer who is like that. Ragtag, who is a really fun guy who's on Twitch, and he's got a great following, a very loyal following. He's an autodidact. He's taught himself how to do so many different things, and I always admire that. I can teach myself how to do certain creative things, but technical things, no. I realize, you know what? It's time to outsource. I'm an outsourcer. I'm an auto outsourcer. Is what I am. Know your limitations, I always say. So let's get some questions up for PigeonMan here. Now, the one I keep hearing is, well, who's PigeonMan? It's like, all right, you're a Twitch viewer. I get that. You're not going to know about PigeonMan. PigeonMan's over on Mixer. He is a partnered streamer on Mixer. He's actually one of the guys that gets a pretty strong following over there. So he's worked pretty hard, pulled himself up by his bootstraps 3 different times to create a successful stream over on Mixer. And by successful, we mean he gets good viewer count, but he also enjoys it, and he puts the time in to make it what he wants it to be. So that's what we mean by you're looking at a successful Mixer streamer here, somebody that I got to know from last year, and definitely you have my admiration and respect for that, sir. Just want you to know.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Trust me, you made my day when you came into my stream and you said all those phenomenal things about who I was. You know, we always talk about, you know, like I said, we talked about where it's like status, and I've streamed and I'm like, never in my life have I ever felt like, it sounds so weird. You shouldn't ever feel this way where it's like you kind of gave me validation and like this like stamp of approval in a way. I was like, wow, I must really, like, everybody always tells me like, do great. And I'm just like, I never really put much thought into it. But to somebody like for a game that I play hours a day, months and stuff like that, you being part of that game, it kind of gave me a validation. It was like, wow, I must actually be doing good enough to have his stamp of approval.
I know how you feel. Well, it's true because my wise friend used to tell me, I want you to concentrate on what's in your control. But every now and then, something good that's out of your control is going to happen to you. And I don't want you to not be happy. Just say, hey, that's gravy. That's gravy. I'm glad I got that. I tell this to my wife all the time. Getting to work on The Simpsons and getting to work on some like legendary shows, I get to work around people that I absolutely idolized, talent-wise and just career-wise, and every now and then. And even the producers of these shows are people that I admire. And when I do a good job, when I have a good record, when they're really happy with the work I do, I feel really proud. And it's based on their reaction. And I talk to my wife about it. I say, I'm proud of what I did. And I know I shouldn't base how I feel on someone else's response. But sometimes it's inescapable. You did a good job. You know you did a good job. You're only human. When somebody acknowledges it, you let yourself feel good. Let yourself have that human moment and say, yeah. And every now and then I'll do this. I'll go, hey, you did a good job. I'll pat myself on the back because you need to do that. So, yeah, I mean, hey, it makes me feel good that I could do something that made you feel like, hey, I made an impact. I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's one question here. Hey, look, I never pronounce gamer tags right because you guys jam like 9 words together into one gamer tag.
Listen,
Halo Vet Prez?
slaughter of names, man.
Yeah, I know. All right, this is let's see. What is it? Oh, this is Too Tall Josh. All right, what would you say is the most effective way to reach out to your viewers, Pigeon Man?
Effective way to reach out to your viewers?
Yeah.
Are we talking? See, this is where a very vague question. And I'm gonna interpret how I think it's interpreted.
Yeah.
I feel like wherever you feel like is right is the most effective way. Because, for example, I feel like Twitter's not for me. Discord is not for me. My stream and them seeing me, whether it's through Instagram stories or pictures, is the most effective way to reach my viewers and my fans and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like putting my face behind things and my voice. My voice is my expression.
Right.
I could type all I want, but if there's no emotion in it. You
right.
know, there's a difference from like, hey man, what's up, dude? Or just hey. It's just like there's a big difference in terms of expression. That's why I hate text. I despise text so much. I know it sounds so weird. As a 22-year-old, I hate text. I refuse to call people or text people for birthdays and stuff. I have to call them if I was going to do anything. It's just like text is very weird, and that's why I feel like Instagram and my stream are my best ways to get in touch and in tune with my community of people.
Well, you're talking to someone from a different generation who feels the same way, because this is what I learned too. Communication is about 90% nonverbal. In other words, it isn't what you say, it's how you say it and how you visually communicate through facial expressions, through cues, through body language. So somebody can text you something completely sarcastic and you have no idea if they're being serious or not. So what ends up being lost with a lot of texting is the warmth, the humanity of your idea. And so I feel like a person who not only knows how to communicate in person and visually and with tone of voice, not only is it important that they know that, but it's practically a superpower in this day and age, because when somebody finds another person that knows how to communicate effectively person to person, you are going to connect with that person so much more profoundly than somebody who shoots them a text with an emote.
Yeah.
So
no, you're all right, and that's I agree with that. I look at things a lot differently than my generation. I would say most of my generation looks at things a little bit differently than I do. I'm very open-minded with things. I don't think anybody is really correct with any way that we perceive things. Mm-hmm. Whether it's you should call or you should do this. There's no right way in life.
Right.
But you do it what you feel like is what you value, I guess, in a way, and just like. I don't know, you follow your heart with things, and I feel like voice has such a good expression for me.
Absolutely. Here's a question from Strong 10K is, what is a challenge? Yes, question from Strong 10K. We already know it's going to be a good one. My question is, what is a challenge you would never accept for any amount of money? That's from Pappy Strong. What's your limit?
This man, I have those serving spoons, like say you got an aluminum tray, you got this big serving spoon, right? That's like the size of this. This man made me freaking stick this serving spoon in a peanut butter jar, and I ate the whole thing. It was the most disgusting thing ever. I felt like vomiting, and guess what? I went to the dentist 2 hours later. I felt so bad that I felt like they're gonna stick their hands in. I was gonna vomit up chunky peanut butter all over.
God.
I don't. What challenge would I not do? I don't know. That scares me, because that's what he's gonna want to do.
Yeah, he's testing the boundaries. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what he's doing. He's doing. He's trying to manipulate it. His man is trying to manipulate it, and it's just like, I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to make me like say something so he knows what to give me next.
Yeah.
I refuse to.
Don't give him that ammo.
I'm pleading the fifth right now.
Yeah. Hey, Poppy Strong. Poppy Strong. He's in a safe house right now. The EDGEVOICE Streamcast safe house. You can't get to him right now. Hey, look who's on the stream. Johnny Young. Johnny Young 115. That's Crypto, ladies and gentlemen, is here on our stream. Yeah, voice of Crypto. Johnny Young. All right, so, hey, Johnny Young, right now I'm talking with PigeonMan. This is a guy you got to check out on Mixer sometime, because he is unique He's unique. You can't get on this stream by being just another guy, just another streamer. You got to be somebody. You got to bring something different to the table. He's bringing something different here. And Johnny's agreeing with you. He says he agrees with the texting thing. It's hard to connect. It's better to reach out. Whenever you can, reach out. All right, here's one from Kestrel Flyer. What have you learned from Twitch, and we'll say from Mixer, that translates to your real life? Here's what I've learned from Twitch that translates to my real life. I did not know. I should not be surprised, but I did not know that there were so many people on Twitch that have anxiety and depression and mental health issues that they're working through. And they are only comfortable talking about them through this medium. And what I tell them is, I totally understand where you're coming from because I've been there. And every now and then, for a minute or two, I go back there sometimes. We're only human. But making a connection here is good, but it's never going to be the same thing as a person-to-person connection. So whenever you can, get in front of somebody. And right now, it's lockdown. So do it through FaceTime, do it through Skype, do it through Zoom. This is a Zoom interview we're doing right now. Get in front of somebody and connect with them. So translating to real life, taking the time you spend on here, making those connections, put it into your outside life. That's what I've learned.
No, we actually talked about that, where it's like I get a lot of those messages too, and then I'm glad I can help in one way, shape, or form to get your mind off things. But you also need to realize what you're watching is a distraction from the problem. You yourself needs to work on the problem. And this is where we talked about. I actually recently talked about this on my stream because I talk about really real topics with like mental health and stuff like that, because I just went through my own rough patches recently.
Right.
We talked about this where it's like therapy and stuff only works if you allow it to run its course and you put the effort in to make it work.
Yeah.
They're there to guide you and to help you through it. You need to, as a person, put the effort in yourself to actually have it be successful. And I'm like, so that's what's awesome is like streaming. You're all right. It's like these people come to us and they get their minds off things, and that's wonderful. That's exactly what we should be there for, to get your mind off things at times or to entertain you from the outside world. But you got to keep in mind, like you talked about, this is not reality. What you're looking at. This is a 2D image, and there's going to be a point where you're gonna have to go snap back into reality. It's like binge watching a TV show. I binge watch a TV show. I get so into depth with it. Watch it for 14 hours and it ends, and I'm like, where am I? My feeling that the fun experience is over. Now I gotta wait 9 months or a year to be back in that experience again, and it's just a distraction. Something that I say would translate really well from Twitch or Mixer to me to the real world is, there's, as a streamer, I feel like I look at it a little bit differently than maybe a viewer. The business side of things, like there's so much business related stuff that I can translate so well into so many different fields now. The fact that the streaming taught me how to be so self-motivated, I'd say, and expressive. Yeah. Like I have to talk on stream. I have to be expressive, or I don't get content. I sit there and with dead air. And it's taught me so many ways to be expressive and to be confident in who I am as a person, what the way I look or this or that. That translation to life so well. Confidence, expressiveness, being able to talk to people, look people eye to eye, and just be social. I feel like that's what one of the biggest takeaways I would walk away with streaming. And to know, like you said, when everybody goes through their own problems and you can see it and people come to you, it's like, you're not alone in it. Right. There's a really good quote where it's like, this is how I feel sometimes as a content creator, and it's not the truth, but I just feel like there's all these people to talk to in my life when I go through the depression, but it feels like there's nobody there. And in the way that, like, all my fans, I'm sure if I message one of my fans and like, I'm going through a hard time, man, they would probably snap in a minute, second, drop everything to talk to me. Right. And it's just like, it feels like there's no one there for me at times when there really is. There's a lot of perspectives that streaming give you, where it's like, that's just my ignorance of feeling that way. It's, I don't know. Streaming could translate so differently for so many different people, but as a streamer myself, it's made me be more in tune with who I am as a person and what's actually possible to, with everything, I guess you could say. I don't. Yeah. It's really. It could be complex. It could be very, very complex, and I look at things very open-minded. I talk about this all the time. Being open-minded is a really good thing, but there's to a point where it can be overthinking, and that's where like my strengths as a person are very big flaws. They are.
Believe me, you have. I talked about this with. I can't remember. I think it was Ragtag. I talked about with this because I've got a little bit of ADHD. Like ADHD is a spectrum as well. People think, oh, everybody has it the exact same way. No. There are different ways that it affects people. Mine's always been more of a borderline case, but there are days when it's harder. There are days when it's easier. And with me, I've found that with my brain, I tend to over-process information. If you put me in the middle of a huge store, I'll try and look at everything at once, and I have to slow things down and take things a little bit at a time. Otherwise, I will take in too much at once. So when you talk about being open-minded, sometimes you throw those doors wide open, you let in so much information, you have to try and parse it all out so that you can actually process it. And
Yes.
so I think about people's minds as though they are automobiles. So if you have a non-ADHD mind, you have most likely something like a Toyota Corolla. It's not a really sexy car, but it's really reliable. It's very efficient. It's going to get you where you need to go with no problems. And it's going to be comfortable, and you're going to be just fine. If you have ADHD, you're going to have a sports car. It's going to be like a Lamborghini or a Porsche.
Yep, coming from the guy that has a Challenger and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta move, gotta go fast.
It's like, yeah, you know what? It might be sexy. It's going to be a wild ride, but if you don't know what you're doing, you are going to fishtail anytime there's a bend in the road, and you can wipe that thing around a telephone pole. You have got to know what you're doing. You've got to learn how to treat that like a high-precision instrument. You got to know that you can't just drive it like any other car. You've got to know that it's going to give you challenges. But if you know how to drive it, if you know how to manage it, it's going to be a fantastic ride. So that's the way. If you're a creative type and you find that you're always thinking and you can't seem to slow your brain down, just realize you got a high precision automobile, put the right fuel into it, and just get it under control. Yeah, pace yourself.
Experience. It's a learning experience.
Exactly. Yeah, Werewolf God says, I'm a van pickup truck guy. Yeah, you know what? Could be. You're the guy that everyone says, hey, can you help me out? I got to move some shit. It's like, yeah, I'm good. All right, I'll come right over, Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Anybody with any other questions? Because I got to get this guy into a squat up match soon. Pappy Dave's waiting. So I gotta make sure. Let's see. Well, I'll give someone a minute to see if...
if anybody, I'll answer anything. I'm a very open person.
Yep.
And ask me what type of socks I'm wearing, I'll show you. It's
yeah. All right.
very open.
Two questions, one for me and one for Pidge. One, do you use standard controllers or elite? I use a standard controller. I'm a total noob. I'm a potato. For me, gameplay is secondary to the show. This, for me, I'm old school entertainment. I make this, I'm old school entertainment. I make this like a show. And it doesn't matter if I'm not very good at the game. You guys aren't here for my gameplay, all right? You're not watching me for gameplay. You're here because I'm the voice of Pathfinder, or I've done voiceover stuff you like, or I interview people and we have experiences together. So that's for me. And two, if you do or don't, what would you say your play style is like? Aggressive, passive, strategic? For me, I'm strategic. It's because I have limitations. So strategy is the only way I'm going to be able to beat somebody better than me. I've got to be strategic. And by the way, I suck at being strategic. So there you go. All right.
I was gonna assume it was silly, and I thought that's where you just like run and gun, just swiggity swooty and move that phenomenal booty all over the place, and just like try to luck out and hopefully kill somebody.
Yeah, there's that. All right, that's my strategy. Yeah, that's my PigeonMan just encapsulated my strategy. All right, so how about for you? What controller do you use, and what's your strategy?
I use the Elite controller. I don't really tend to use any of the back paddles. There's actually one back paddle I use, which is the right back paddle, which is my healing wheel, because healing is so important on the game.
Yeah.
Be able to fluidly be able to pop a heal as soon as possible and switch the exact one you need is very important. But yeah, I use that. My play style is as an entertainer, because like you said, you brought up a really good point. Is entertaining is anybody can be good at a game. Nobody could be the best, of course. They take skill too. Anybody can get good at the game. There's a lot of people who are good at games.
Right.
Be good at games and entertaining. I feel like I tell people, everybody always tells me, what's the best tip to getting into streaming? I tell them, you got two directions. Just like with acting, you have voice acting. What's it?
You got on-camera acting. You got theater. You got a lot of different ways to go. Yeah.
Like you said, you have a lot of different acting.
Yeah.
But you need I don't feel like you should go for all 10 of them right at once.
Yeah.
Go for what you feel most passionate about, what you feel like is, and then expand your horizon into different directions and become more broader. And because everything's gonna have a pro and a con with it.
There's no hurry.
Voice acting. Try to go in voice acting and then do like live acting, like where it's like you're like in a movie. It's like it's a whole different feel.
Yeah.
It's a whole different like way you do everything.
Right.
I always tell people, it's like when you get into streaming, I feel like there's two big routes: entertainment and gameplay.
Okay.
Are you a game player where you're good at the game, you're clapping cheeks, you're disrespecting bodies, eating them out of the lobby, or are you an entertainer and you're being funny and silly? So where I went down entertainment first.
Yeah.
I feel like that was the most important, because you could be bad at games and people would still watch you if you're funny. Look at you, Chris. Come on, let's be real.
Yeah, come on. Come on. They ain't here for all the dubs.
He's a prime example.
Yeah.
He's a prime example of the truth here right there. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm throwing you on the
No. Hey.
Submit to what the truth is.
To use the parlance of the times, you are spitting facts, my man.
So you got that route. But I think, in my personal opinion, from what I've seen in myself, is you can get better at being entertaining and then slowly get better at the game.
Yeah.
It's harder to be good at the game and try to get better at the game and then be entertaining, because you got to be focused. You always want to continue your focus to get better at the game. Slowly be focused on your entertainment and then slowly try to like grab a little bit more of that, gameplay, and slowly I think you'll build up and you'll get used to. Mm-hmm. The problem is people who are good at games are super focused on the game.
Yeah.
They're not focused on anything else. Try to focus on, not even on focus on entertaining, just be naturally, go with the flow in a way, but then try to, focus on the game at the same time, and just like, but don't give the game your complete focus, because then that's all you're worried about. And I feel like it works out really well. And you'll be good one day. Trust me. You'll be a predator. I know it, Chris. I believe in you.
Yeah. When they finally retire the game, they'll say, yeah, but I made Predator. That's nice. We have a new game we're developing.
What I learned is, you could have made Predator in season 3 with the dashboarders, but I don't think it's going to be possible moving forward, Chris. I'm sorry to break it. I don't know if anybody actually understands that, but
I'm up for, I'm up for just getting better at being entertaining, and everything else is incidental, because honestly, what I focus on, because I've said this before too, when you're playing the game and you're just playing to play, you're having a good time. When you're streaming your gameplay, you're a different player, because it's like driving and having someone in the car next to you having a conversation. Your peripheral vision gets a little narrower. You're getting distracted. I think about the entertainment value of the stream. Every now and then I'll get sort of locked into a game, but it's okay. It's never for too long. But I think about, hey, there are people watching, and it's all right to let a few moments breathe, to let them enjoy a little bit of gameplay. But for the most part, I'm making a promise to them. If they're coming on to see something they're not going to see anywhere else. They might see an interview. They're going to see some cool graphics. They're going to hear some voices. They're going to have me talk about voice acting for people. Some people want to know about that. And and then I'm going to play with subs. So I keep that in mind. That's why they're here. I don't want to lose the plot, as they say. So, all right, let's take one more, and then I owe PigeonMan some Pathfinder lines. I want to make sure. All right, let's see.
My lingo with those Pathfinder lines is going to be the best experience ever.
This is going to be interesting. Yeah, this is going to be clip-worthy, as they say. All right, let's see. Some nice things. Kestrel Flyer, thank you for the compliments. The EdgeVoice, would you be allowed to do Pathfinder voices for stream notifications, like follows or subs for others for money, or is any NDA preventing you from doing so? Essentially, yes. I cannot do that for other people. Pathfinder's voice, that's mine, but the character itself, that voice represents that character. So I do cameo videos for people all the time. If you scroll down my Twitch page, you click the cameo button, I'll do a cameo video for you, and I'll tell you happy birthday as Pathfinder. I'll give you a pep talk as Pathfinder. I'll say congratulations as Pathfinder, but I cannot endorse a product. I cannot endorse a stream, because Pathfinder doesn't do that. Chris Edgerly will. If you want me as Chris Edgerly to endorse your stream, if you pay me enough, I will. If I like your stream, if I think you're okay. But Pathfinder doesn't roast people, and Pathfinder does not curse, and Pathfinder does not endorse other stuff. So, yeah, that is in a nutshell where my limitations are. But, thank you for asking that, because I have to clear that up all the time. Here's one from Werewolf God. For Pigeon, I remembered you saying that you like music. Have you done something with music, like practicing or creating music?
Actually, we just talked about this. I'm actually getting into poetry first for that reason, because I feel like I might be passionate about music, and I love dabbling. I love giving an opportunity to follow my dream.
Mm-hmm.
And if it goes somewhere, great. And I've been very in tune with poetry and writing, just poetry just in general. And I plan to transition that one day into music, because I feel like poetry should be the first foundation you build up for getting into, I guess, poetic rap is what I call it.
Right.
Everybody just calls rap, but rap could be so many different things. There's so many different types of rap.
Yeah.
I just call it poetic rap to myself.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's something that I would really want to do. But I feel like poetry should be my foundation first, and then move over to some type of poetic rap.
Gotcha. All right. We'll take one last one here, because I see Strong 10K is not backing down. He's not backing down. Well, but it's a qualified question. Yeah. What challenge was your favorite from Poppy Strong? So what was your favorite? I'm guessing it was the one that didn't take a physical toll on you, like the peanut butter one.
Let me tell you guys what the challenges I've done with this man. So, I have a sponsorship with Sneak Energy powder.
Okay.
It's a powdered gaming supplement. I had to eat that. That's a challenge I've done. There's been a challenge where I had to eat a serving spoon of peanut butter. Was like this much. It's like a third of a jar. I did that. He's made me, bite down into a banana with a peel on, and just eat it like that. Very interesting experience. Yeah. There's been very, very interesting challenges from this man. All I'm saying is, since I've had peanut butter, I have never bought it again, nor will I ever plan to buy peanut butter ever again in my life.
There you go. Knocked you off peanut butter.
Yep, I loved peanut butter back then too. I refused to buy it. Nope.
Put him off peanut butter.
I am so disgusted with peanut butter. You know what's really sad too? I have not bought bananas since then either.
You gotta get that. You know what?
Bananas.
Eat.
I love bananas, man.
Eat an avocado. They got more potassium. You'll be all good.
He's ruining everything for me.
Yeah.
He's honestly ruining everything.
You gotta up your price. Yeah, people may be wondering. My streamers, my viewers may be wondering. Oh yeah, we should pay Edge to do challenges. You guys don't have enough money, brother. You caught me. You caught me at the peak end of my voiceover career. I don't need your challenge money. It's all right. I mean, neither. I'll make sure Pappy Dave doesn't go without, so he's not doing it for your challenge money either. So as long as I got this booth behind me, EdgeVoice ain't doing peanut butter challenges.
I guess that's what the struggle of being 22 is. I'm on the grind.
Oh my God, 22! I'd have been debasing myself for ramen noodles. So don't even worry about it. It would have been for a slice of pizza. So, no, you were so far ahead of where I am. But 50-year-old EdgeVoice? Nah. You got to pay. Yeah, and it ain't going to be for challenges. It's going to be for the usual store of merch I got. I have, like, the virtual merch. Somebody was asking earlier, could I autograph their vinyl pop? And I'll send you guys, I'm going to create a link to it, but it's Clover Talent Booking. Chris Clover is the guy who books me for cons, which I can't do any of now, but I do virtual cons now. But if you go to clovertalentbooking.com, they have a merch store, and it's stuff that I will sign for you. I'll do a personalized video of me signing it so you know it's authentic, all of that, and there's a price schedule for it. So if you guys want me signing stuff for you, go to Clover Talent Booking, and I don't know, mods, maybe we'll have to figure out a command for that so they can see it. But for any of you who are worried about or wondering about stuff like that, all right. Let's see. David wants to know, EdgeVoice, can you say something in Spanish? I will try to understand you. Entonces, David, hola, mi amigo. Estoy aprendiendo español y mi español es malo. Me dije muchos tiempos que mi español es malo y algún día hablaré perfecto, pero no hoy. So, anyway. So when your wife is from Venezuela, you need to learn some Spanish. So there you go.
I just learned is you probably just, told me I was a horrible streamer and I'm not funny and just I don't know what she said. I don't know. That's what I just interpreted from that.
Your Spanish is better than I thought, PigeonMan. No, I basically said my Spanish is bad. I'm learning, and one day I'll speak perfectly, but not today. So, yeah. So, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to squat up, all right? And Pappy Dave is waiting to squat up with us. My brother Dave, the guy who turned me on to the man, the myth, the legend, the myth, PigeonMan. So what's going to happen is I'm a tiger, thank you. My Spanish is better than your average gringo, than your average pelirrojo, but, you know, it's a work in progress. So what I think we should do is switch from the Zoom audio over to the in-game headsets. Yeah, party chat. So what I got to do is I got to fire this up, and if Pappy Dave is watching, what I'm going to do is I'm on Do Not Disturb. That's a question for you. When you game, do you have a crew that you squad up with, or do you just go into a party mode and only game on your own and get randoms?
I tend to only game on my own, but I enjoy playing with my community a lot. And when I find the opportunity and the right time to do it.
Right.
Recently I haven't done as much, but I used to do it a lot, and it's something I want to bring back in the future.
All right.
But yeah, a lot of the times it's more of just me just going in and just swiggity swig trying to clap some booties, and it works out 50% of the time, and the other 50% of the time I get disrespected, man. I turn into a box is what I'm trying to say. I get disrespected and turn into a box, and I'm a little impatient, I would say, with waiting for my team to revive me, so I tend to just leave right away.
Okay.
I'm a horrible player. I'm so toxic. I'm not a good teammate. I'm gonna have to be patient with you.
Yeah, we're gonna squad up, and I'm gonna end up blocking him. Like 5 minutes in.
I hope you enjoy landing in the phenomenal spots like Fragment and Skulltown, and
I like Skulltown. I like Skulltown. Oh yeah.
Well, you better enjoy it because it's about to go away soon. From what I'm understanding.
Is it?
Yeah. What is it? Yo, did you not watch the trailer?
Dude, I am so slow on this stuff. Yeah, I watch it, but I don't pay attention. Like I'll watch and I'll give you a reaction, but
I don't think it's going to be existing soon, or maybe part of it may not be existing. I don't know.
Nah, we'll figure something out.
Only you would know
out,
this.
Yeah.
Would you care to, inform us of all the covert, things going on
at
Respawn?
It's called an NDA, my friend. It's called a non-disclosure agreement. If I knew, I could not tell you. I can tell you that I know stuff that you guys don't know, but I can't tell you what it is. So, there it is.
Well, I know everything, Chris.
Yeah.
I know everything. Chris, I need you to do. You told me you'd do this for me. Can you do in a Pathfinder voice that you're proud of, Pigeon? Can you do that for me?
Hey everybody, it's Pathfinder, and I am so proud of PigeonMan. He's my new best friend. Just don't ask him to fix anything technical. He's worse than TheEdgeVoice.
I'm adding a laugh track.
Yeah. All right. Halo Vet Prez would like me to say. All right. I owe Halo Vet Prez a line. Okay. Hey, don't beat yourself up, friend. Leave that to me. That was a joke. Halo Vet Prez, if that is your real name. And here's a question. M-Man 699. Who does PigeonMan main? Who is your main, Pidge?
Well, here's the thing: is I've been practicing Pathfinder because I wanted to impress you, but I realized that Pathfinder is your character. So I can't impress you.
You take Pathfinder.
No, I'm kidding. No, I've been playing him a lot recently. I've been learning to use him because he's a really good character to solo.
All right.
I played a lot of Bloodhounds, but Pappy's Bloodhounds. So
I'll play whoever.
No.
I'm
about to get to the conclusion. I love Octane. This is my squad right here, which you guys, all three of us. These are the people I play.
All right.
So I got one choice, and I got Octane.
I'll Bangalore up so we got a little bit of smoke and whatnot.
Yeah.
That way
let's just. I'm gonna tell you something. Just like I speak fast, I think Octane speaks to me in terms of movement. He's just like you gotta go really, really fast with everything. Don't take things slowly. You full send. You go skull. Well, we're going World's Edge. So we're going Fragment, and we're gonna see what Chris is made of. Chris, I'm ready for you to carry me to a victory, man.
I can already tell you what he's made of.
Yeah, you can tell. It's 100% potato. I'm very starchy. Okay, that's what I'm made of. Luckily, I got my Catalina Crunch keto-friendly cereal here. They don't pay me a dime, ladies and gentlemen. They don't pay me a dime. They don't know who I am. I just like this stuff. I'm gonna have to put up an affiliate link for them because this stuff is addictive and it's got 0 grams of sugar. That's right.
I'm ready for this, man. Yo, Chris streams on Twitch if anybody wants to check him out, guys. Chris is a Twitch streamer. There you go. Just go. There's the link. If you guys want to check him out. Okay, I'm ready for this phenomenal experience.
Yeah. By the way, guys, you gotta go follow PigeonMan on Mixer. It's no skin off your back. It's not gonna kill you.
Yeah, no, Mixer's nice. Mixer actually has better audio than Twitch.
Yeah, let me
really
be that one streamer that you guys watch on Mixer, and then everything else you guys can be Twitch. That's cool with me. That's fine, man.
the only other guy I watch on Mixer on the regular, and not even regular, I just touch base every now and then, is Spartacus. I like Spartacus.
Yeah.
He's a solid streamer. He's he's all business, but he's a good player.
Turn on the game on volume. Okay, I got you.
There were multiple ways.
Is that better? Is that better? Are we good? Okay, yo, you ready for the most phenomenal experience ever? Yo, if anything needs to be changed on my stream, guys, just make sure you tell me, okay? I changed that. I broke everything for you, Chris. Everything is broken because of you. It's a catastrophe I need to fix after this. Is gonna be unreal.
Yeah, I can't wait for your
Ready for
stream
this, Chris?
tomorrow. It's gonna be nothing's gonna work. For what?
Yeah, it's gonna be great. This is all your fault. I'm ready for this.
I feel like I do
Boys,
something to
got?
break my stream every
Yo.
single day, and the whole next day is
Disrespect
just
that
falling
body.
out. Yeah.
Okay, is anybody coming here with us? That's the real question.
Yeah, there's a few.
Few individuals. Sounds good, man.
Yeah.
And I overshot the gun.
Yeah,
and
I
the
got 2 of
Pathfinder
them
got
right
the gun.
here already. Oh Lord,
Yeah, there's a white armor by me.
I got a Pathfinder decking me, man. I'm dead.
I just whiffed my shots, but a great experience.
Damn it!
Yeah, you guys are both down.
Pathfinder is
Okay.
relentless.
Okay, I feel you. Don't worry. Where's?
Two guys.
Is he upstairs?
Jumped on me, man. I didn't have a chance. No, he was outside. They landed on top of me. Sons of bitches.
Yeah, I'm already out. Already
You
out.
guys are already out, man. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Dude, PigeonMan is sweetie moving his phenomenal booty, dude.
Don't worry,
Save
you
me,
can
Pigeon
loot my
Man.
box. You can loot
Don't
my
worry,
box
I
if
got you,
want.
Pathfinder, man. I got a mission. I got a dream. I got a gun.
That guy. Kill that guy.
Thing with my shots. I'm under peer pressure right now.
Oh.
It's too much. It's too much. I'm nervous. I feel like I gotta impress the one and only Pathfinder dude that I got. They whiffed.
You almost
you got-
disrespected that body.
Look, Chris. Look at the bright side. Look who you did better than. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just that's all you need to worry about, man. Don't worry. The pressure's on. My heart's pounding. I'm nervous.
We're gonna get this.
nervous.
We're
Oh, I
gonna
never-
get this. Oh, there's Loba.
I never had a chance. Never
Oh,
had a
dude.
chance in that one.
Yo, I'm doing phenomenal, guys, man. Your boys, I told you, there's a reason why they call me the Styrofoam 6 experience. I promise you. Just give me like 3 games to slow down, which
Yeah,
is
this
almost
is good.
impossible as Octane, and everything will make sense.
No,
Everything will
it's
make
good.
sense. I promise you. Can I ask you something, Chris? How many wins do you get per stream?
Pwah. It's not per stream. Maybe per month.
Per month?
Yeah, no, it doesn't happen much. If I'm playing with subs, I can get one almost every time.
Yeah.
Almost
okay.
every stream, you know, or at least one every
Yo,
other stream
Tuchal,
with subs.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
But yeah, just me with randos? Nah, it depends on the randos, you know. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yo, guys, if there's any audio issues, just tell me, man, and I'll fix them. It's like, so I had to change everything for this, so just give me a heads up, man.
What are we
so we'll
heads
fix
upping about?
everything.
Sorry,
Oh, no, I was
just,
just, yeah, I was
I
just
just hit
talking
the
to my
restroom.
stream.
Ah,
So-
right.
Well, you'll
I'll,
find this. You'll find this funny, Dave. He asked me how many wins I get per stream. He said, "Ha! It's not a per stream metric for me."
Is-
Did you say stream or week?
Yeah.
that's exactly what he said. That's exactly what he said, too. That's
Like
the
there
funny
are
thing.
streamers who you expect to get a win or runner-up every single time they jump in
Yeah.
because they're that good. And then there's me. You just expect me to sound like Pathfinder, and then you'll be fine. You know, just set the bar low, keep it there. All right, you're going right back to the scene of the crime, aren't you?
Yeah, we're gonna do this, yo, too tall. Yo, I appreciate the 50 numbers, man. Growing that pecker by a half inch, yo. You're phenomenal, dude. Yo, I got a question for you. Do you guys understand how to be a jump master? Do you understand it, Chris? You do, right?
I mean, I can get to most
What do you mean?
places
Do you
on the map,
understand?
but-
What is your?
Yo, when
We
you
got
ping,
two
so
squads.
if you ping
two
and
squads,
then it says
three
when it says
squads
500
coming in.
meters away, you jump out. Just you know.
Oh
Give
no,
you
that I
a
didn't
heads
know.
up.
No, that I didn't.
Yeah, so there you go, man. The more you know, Chris. I'm trying to
more I
help you
know.
become a master booty clapper.
Chris, I'm over here with you.
All right.
So.
Oh, yo, where are the
Don't
guns?
shoot me.
Where are the guns, man? This
I don't know,
great.
but I got a scope and a stock. And a clip.
I got a P2020. I got a P2020.
Oh, I love
man.
the P2020, man. That's my favorite gun. I'm gonna pick it from you when you come back with it.
Yeah.
Dude, I am scoped
There's
up.
a bunch of white armors on in this building if you guys want it.
All right, I'm coming over.
Oh, they're fighting up here?
First blood.
Throw an arc star.
Oh wow, of course. What a great arc star, man. The peer
How is
pressure,
it-
dude.
How is it that there are no guns over here?
You know, that's the struggle I was just experiencing.
Giving him the chimney.
Oh, I
was
hit
just
him with that.
experiencing
I got
that,
no
man.
armor, but I'm coming up. Whoa, hey, oh. Son of a mother.
Yo, where's he at? Can I get
Get
oh,
that
yo, he
guy.
got you?
I'd say let's try better.
It's a
I do not
bag
know
of
where
That's the hard part with
bags.
no armor. You don't have to get hit much.
It's alright, I got your beacon.
Yo, where is he though? That's the question. Where is
Oh,
this
they're all
phenomenal
inside that-
individual, man?
There's 3 guys in that building fighting over there. I don't have any ammo, so I really can't
Got
fight.
one
There
of
you
them.
go.
Okay. There's an Octane dead. Is there anybody else
I'm
here?
gonna
Yo,
see
there's
if
a
there's
lot of
any.
boxes here. I'm gonna go get him up. Yo, right now, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Your boy's gonna
Sounds
sweet
good, I'm
move his
coming.
phenomenal booty. Yeah, I don't know if there's anybody else though. I don't know if that was it.
I think you got the last guy, man.
Sounds good.
Purple
Phenomenal,
body shield
dude.
over here.
Hey,
I
Pigeon,
got
some
you.
people are watching both streams at once.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
See, that's what I was always worried. I was like wondering if anybody would actually transition, over from mine to yours or other way around. I was like, I'm wondering what people would actually do, and that's awesome. I'm glad everybody's
Yeah.
being friendly. It's not a war to the end.
No.
And the platform versus platform.
Not about that at all. It's about clapping that booty, Pigeon Man.
I think you actually got the last guy in that squad.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's all clean. I think we're good. It was just whatever that Octane was. He's just
Yeah,
cleaning up
there's
the
some
people.
some death boxes over here, Chris. Get back over this way.
All right.
Yo, go get that loot.
Right over there.
Yo, Fran, you have a wonderful night.
Macro
I'm
is
looking for
big
hammer
cool.
points
What's
if
up?
anybody sees any.
I
GM on,
gotta
yo, knock
I gotta
down.
get up here and Netflix and chill with the beacon for a minute. So you guys give me a second, so I can.
Yo, sounds good.
There's a select fire in that death box. There's running the prowler.
I'll grab that. I'm down for that. Yo, what do you
Ooh, I
guys
got my
want to
hammer
rotate for?
points, man.
Where you guys want to go? Train yard? Train yard's a phenomenal place to go. It's
That
the most fun
sounds
ever.
like that's the best place we should go.
Yo, there we
For
go.
sure.
So we're going train yard.
Rápido, rápido.
Come on, Chris.
Hang
Move your
on.
booty cheeks. Let's go. Looting's over. Yo, the session is ending. We're gonna get some loot from
I have
the
no.
boxes.
I have no armor. I have no armor.
You have no, Chris. You don't need armor.
Oh.
You're Pathfinder.
Yeah, I
You're a
know.
legend. You don't need it, Chris. Get with the times.
Don't you people
Gosh.
know who I am? Yeah.
Here, I'll drop you a Phoenix kit.
Take it easy,
Issue,
boys and girls.
We're inside the next ring.
Yeah, the Phoenix kit's nice. I just gotta have some armor for it. Thanks. Thank you.
We'll get you some.
Yo, so I got a question for you, Chris.
Yeah, man.
What's your favorite line that they made you record that is not going to break NDA?
What you mean recently?
Yeah, no, just in general. Like out of
Oh.
all the lines you recorded as Pathfinder, what is your
Oh.
favorite one that you enjoy?
Oh
that
yeah.
you enjoy the most.
Well, it varies, and a lot of times it just depends on the day. But the one I consistently use the most in my cameo videos for people, the one I enjoy the most probably is, "Who's ready to fly on a zip line?" I am.
Of course, it's that one.
Of course, because
Of course
it's
it's
the
that
most
one.
Pathfinder thing you could say. He's asking a rhetorical question, and he's answering it anyway. It's a dad. He's a walking dad joke, So it's,
Ooh,
that's-
yo, use that.
yeah, that's
Did you get that Evo shield?
yeah.
Let me get it.
No, wait, I didn't
Let me
get
get
it.
it.
Yeah.
Don't give it to him. Do not. Yo,
Yeah, it's
that's
a waste.
horrible idea.
This is-
that is the biggest way. Here,
Yeah,
there you go.
There you
don't
go.
know that.
There you go. Get it to somebody who
I
can do
don't
some
know
good
that.
with it.
You don't know that.
I've seen him play.
Yeah.
I've seen him play. And it sounds like he has not improved in the 9 months since I've known him.
Yeah.
Though. Okay.
Sounds
you guys
like
ready?
we got fighting close by. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. We're gonna go to train yard and then we'll go from there. We'll see. No, I would assume somebody's gonna come through train yard, or we can go to harvest. I don't really know. Where are they
Train yard's a
shooting?
good place to start, man. They're usually somebody over there, or they left there. I don't know if it's been looted.
Yo, are they through the tunnel? I can't tell.
Yeah,
I
I think
cannot
they
tell.
are, because I heard them on the other side of the mountain.
Yeah, I'm
so
going through the tunnel right now. I'm a little fast. I know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just.
Oh,
Don't worry.
You do your thing,
It's
with
man.
you.
it's
We're with you.
it's
We did.
We'll pick up your dead body.
Yeah, really.
Yo,
I'll
that
pick
sounds
through
good.
the carcass.
As long as you guys did a phenomenal reviving team experience, that's what I've been looking for.
Yeah.
We'll loot your box.
Yeah, they're right here, guys. They're right here.
All right.
Oh, there's gold armor in the vault if any of has a vault key.
Oh, there's so much tension.
Yeah, there's possibly 2 teams here.
Where are they at? Over
Yeah,
here?
right over here.
We've got trouble.
Yeah, they're coming in. Got an octane right there.
Oh, dude, I got lasered. Holy cow, what a phenomenal experience, dude. Don't worry, I believe in you, though. I really do. Yo, you got a purple Evo? Yo, Tuso, I appreciate 250 M's, man, grown at Pecker by 2.5 phenomenal inches, brother. I'm glad you're watching on both platforms.
Fucking
Well, that's a
PC
full team.
gamers, it has to be. The guy does not miss.
Nah, there's all 3 of them, man. We jumped the wrong squad, dude. I'm insane, man.
Don't worry, baby steps. We're getting into this. It's warming up.
Yeah, I did
promise
23
you,
that
it's all gonna
time.
make sense.
Let's go this way.
It's all gonna make sense. I promise you. I just
No, we're
yeah,
getting there.
They lasered me. I was in the game for a moment, and the next second I realized I was dead. I was on the floor holding it.
Hey, Crystalum on the chat, my mod. You cannot express to me the physical pain that the burp alien makes you feel. Should I just change the burp? Is that what it is? Does it need to be more full-throated? Is it just not...
I had to search far and wide for that burp. I would love a better burp. Feel free.
Dude,
I can reanimate the
Give
burp.
me a bottle of Perrier, and I will blow that burp away. I will...
I love the burp.
I'll grand slam that thing. That's, yeah, I'll... See, the way we do this is I send Pappy Dave MP3s. That is not my burp. He found that. All right? So I could actually improve on that because, no, Crystalum says, no, the animation is beautiful. It's the sound. Yeah, I can give you a better burp sound, Crystalum. It'll, yeah.
Why are we talking about burp sounds? You know what? I'm trying to figure out everything right now. Am I missing something here?
Well, you'd have to watch my stream. On my stream, I have Pappy Dave's graphics up, so I'm going to throw all of his graphics out. Wait, there's one right there. There's one.
Okay.
All right, GG's. Except for me.
What a great experience. What is that, an alien?
Yeah,
That's
I raided my closet of 3D
What
characters
the-
that I created and just started throwing stuff together. There's all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready for this.
I'm actually working on a dancing baby right now, so that's the
Dancing
next
baby.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of people
That-
on the chat have been saying they want some sort of sound effect where I'm just saying bruh. You know, just a real dude, bro. Bruh. We can make the baby say bro. Why don't we make the baby like sort of a douche bro? You know?
Dude. There.
Just one of those aggro rage quitting.
Baby on fire.
Yeah, baby on fire. There you go. Yeah. And he's got like a barbed wire tattoo around his little baby bicep. You know?
I could give him flaming hair.
Yeah.
Yes,
all of it's possible.
Absolutely.
Only we will ever know what it means. Yo, Rap, thank you for the 50 embers, bro. Appreciate you.
We're going in.
Very
We're
much.
going in again.
Yo, we're going in again, yo. It's the phenomenal fragment. We're gonna get a good game, I promise you. I said 3 games.
Oh, yeah.
3 games is what I'm saying, and then we'll probably get killed on the 4th game right away, and then the 5th game will be the win. I promise. That is what it's meant to be. Listen, I'm a fortune teller. I told you I'm in a lot of chasing a lot of dreams. I have a lot of passion in my body, and it's all gonna make sense.
We only got like maybe 1 or 2 other squads jumping here, and they're not jumping near us, so we should be all right.
All right, we might have a minute.
Gear up.
Might have a half second.
Looks like they
to
went
loot up.
to the other fragment.
Yo, the loot has been really bad here. Like,
Yeah, it
holy
has
cow.
not been good.
I have not found like any like decent guns. It's blowing my mind.
Attention. First blood.
Well,
Ooh, I found Eva though.
sounds like excuses to me.
Sounds like excuses. Listen, every time I go down, I make an excuse. It is the truth.
I think I got people. Yep.
Yeah, they're over by you. Okay, I'm rotating towards you.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
coming. Yo,
You're
Wicked with the
coming over.
100, man. Appreciate you, Wicked. Yo, much love to you guys. We'll be dropping the embers. Okay.
Smoke out.
Yo, are they in the building with you?
They were, I think, because I threw smoke, they ran. They were by themselves.
Oh,
There's like one guy.
it was
I
one
thought it was
individual.
3. But it's
You
one
thought
guy
there's
now.
3.
Yeah, I just saw him moving, so I threw smoke.
You see, that's
See
one
what
of the
happened.
excuses I make too. Is like when I go down from one guy, I say there was about 3 squads.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yo, he's right in front of me.
Oh,
Oh,
There he is.
ooh, dude, I was not ready for that at all. Dude, this is gonna be a phenomenal experience. I can already tell. There's too much pressure. He's very weak to Revenant. I'll tell you that right now.
That's a Pathfinder.
Top of the chimney. Got our squad mate's banner.
Yo, you got this, Chris. Impress me. Impress the one and only, man. Chris, come on. Hit your shots, Chris.
I don't think I've
Hit your
hit
shots,
any
man.
of my shots. Oh, here he comes.
Yo,
How
he's
are you?
fighting. There you go. You did one at least. I'm
Yeah.
proud of you. I'm proud of you, Chris.
One shot.
Eat a bag
Oh,
of
yeah.
dicks.
Appointed.
You are right about that. He was. Don't worry, we're gonna figure this out. I promise. Yo, Steven, you're the host, man. I promise. I'm just gonna keep promising that until I actually deliver.
Ping
Yo,
your
Raptor,
beacon,
appreciate
Chris.
you, man.
All right.
So you
got
don't need to
time.
worry about him, yo. Pappy, don't worry about him. He's not gonna do anything anyways. He hit one shot. It's not worth it, Pappy. It's not worth your life, man. He's not gonna be able to
Where
do
is he?
anything.
What do you mean he's not going to be able to do anything? Who's not going to be able to do anything?
He's a all we use Chris is for is a distraction.
Damn it! Oh, that reload.
It's great.
I
There's a
should've
give
switched.
coming for them anyway.
Oh,
Oh no, the Gibby's on their team.
nailed, man. Yeah. Well, I would have
Interesting.
died anyway. 'Cause
Yo,
this guy just...
not currently, yo. Not currently, Predator.
Hey, Iron Chicken Man on the chat. Hey, Chris, I loved your work
Yo,
on
man,
Passengers.
L52.
Out of you and Pratt, you're the
Appreciate
cooler
you,
Chris to
Edgerly.
come in. Well, thank you. In Passengers, I'm the
No,
info
don't
mat
leave.
at the beginning of that movie, and that's sort of the cousin of Pathfinder. Yes, little
I
girl.
need your tablet.
You need my tablet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo,
hang on.
Nardelli, I appreciate
You
the
wanna come on,
embers,
say hey to the
man. You
stream
little
real quick?
knight.
I did get the Revenant that got
They're
you.
showing me
Dang,
teeth.
Nardelli,
so-
drop
Where's
him,
that?
baby. Give him to me, baby. Give him to me. Grow that pecker,
All right,
baby.
let me get your tablet.
Yeah, he's on Twitch, guys. If anybody wants to see him, yo, the EdgeVoice on Twitch, twitch.tv/TheEdgevoice. There's the link if you guys want to click on it. You're more than welcome to, man.
My daughter has to grab my iPad, so I have to lower my green screen while she does it.
Oh, you're breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah, I know. Well, go ask Mama where it is.
Ready, man. Your boy is ready, dude. We're going to fix this, I promise. No matter how many times I promise this, I'm going to keep my promise. I'm a man of my word.
I think
Yo,
you might need to
Nardelli,
change
dude.
your
Little
definition
individual.
of broken.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Yo, Raptor, I appreciate the embers too. Will you guys stop dropping the embers right now? Dude, it feels so weird. I don't want to overtalk, man.
This is your
I feel so weird. Because I know you got your stream, I gotta respect it. But I'm such a, I'm a New Yorker. And it's like, I'm holding myself in. It feels like I'm
Oh,
like,
are you?
fighting, like, I'm like a dam, and I'm trying to fight all this, like, current of water that's trying to break through. And it's like, it's just gonna break one day. It's gonna break, and I'm just gonna be, it's gonna be a phenomenal experience. But yo, I appreciate the embers, guys. Thank you. So I really do. It means the world to me. Yo, disrespect that goddamn freaking Raven's body, yo. Hit it, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
So we
Yo, what's up
got
outside, man?
we got 3 squads jumping in. There are 2 of them landing. 2 guys landing right on y'all. Right on y'all.
Yo, King with the 350 too, man. Yo, guys, you guys are a bunch of. Why are you guys giving me the embers right now? I feel so bad. Yo, I'm sorry, Chris. I gotta thank people.
No,
I
go
love you,
ahead.
though, man.
I wish
Yo, I
I had
appreciate the
that.
Ambers,
I
yo,
wish
King.
I wish people tipped that much on my streams. But, you know,
Oh, dude, whoa, yo, there's someone coming to kill me.
I don't mean to pit the 2 streams together. You know, pit them against each other. And some kind of
I'm
contest.
so Chris. I am so dead. I am so dead, Chris. Chris,
Don't worry,
I'm
don't worry.
dead. He's right behind you. Crypto's one shot. Legit one shot.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
gosh, he's Let's go factory.
I got a little
Let's
I got a little lag there. Got a little lagged.
I told you.
I like
3
it.
matches.
That's because there were
Yeah, just
6
a little lag.
squads there. That's why. When
So
they
I
got
told you,
30
3
guys on the
matches.
screen.
We were gonna die instantly. Now we're going factory. We're getting our win. I told you this is the way it was meant to be. I'm a fortune teller. Now watch. Watch and learn. I promise.
Factory. I wonder if I should go caustic. Let's try caustic.
Caustic. Oh, yo, phenomenal Caustic experience.
I never
So-
play Caustic, so this is gonna be great.
So what do you guys play then? Yo, so Chris probably plays Pathfinder.
Yeah.
I play everything. I play when I'm not playing with Chris. I play Pathfinder almost exclusively, but because the guys I play with, Pooks and John Gandalf, they play Caustic and Gibraltar. So
Yeah.
Pathfinder's a good complement because you can move the squad around
Yeah.
quick, and then those two guys are Turtle Kings.
No,
So
I feel that.
it's-
I understand.
Yeah.
My
We play a lot
chat's
of
trolling
Turtle.
me. They're trolling me. They're giving me embers because I don't want to say. Yeah, I feel like I'm interrupting and when you guys are talking.
No, I don't
Yo,
care.
King, I appreciate the 1,000 embers growing your picker by 10 phenomenal dang inches. You fugacious individuals, bro. Stop giving me embers right now. This is not the time.
No,
for this.
give him.
No,
Hey,
no.
if you guys are watching his stream, give him all the embers.
Gosh,
all right, he's got to, he's got to pay them. He's got to pay them bills. I mean, so do I. But I got other work. So
Banks the only things that haven't taken the coronavirus off. Everybody else is
Yo, I
sitting at
appreciate
home,
all
but the
that.
banks are.
They're blowing
the
up my
ones
chat
that-
now. They're actually blowing up my chat with embers.
Yeah.
Yo,
Nice.
guys, thank you for all the embers. I appreciate it. Yo, one of my viewers is probably a younger kid is asking me to tell you that he said hi. Yo, Supreme Duck 21 says hi to you, Pathfinder.
hey,
Yeah,
hello, hello to them. Hey, Ithea
There you go,
Enix just
Supreme.
tipped $5. Thank you, Ithea Enix. See, you tip me
got you,
$5, I'll
Supreme.
give you a little Pathfinder. Hi, Ithea Enix. You just tipped $5. I love you. I made it awkward. There you go.
Yo, I appreciate all the embers, guys. Thank yous, man. You guys are all phenomenal, dude. Growing those peckers, baby. Well, that's a phenomenal growing your pecker experience.
Oh, I think that squad that was the champion squad's got about 20,000 kills between them.
All right.
It's
So,
okay, man.
great
Don't
news.
worry. We got Pathfinder, dude. Chris, wait, don't keep relinquish, give it to me.
You really
It's too
want
late,
it?
man.
All right.
Yeah, we can't go factory anymore. We failed our objective.
I wasn't going to go
Abby,
factory.
relinquish.
Yeah.
Wait, where are you gonna go then?
Well,
Yo, I appreciate
What do we
all
have
the
Happy days,
embers,
guys.
This is my
Yo,
favorite-
wrap up for the 500, man.
favorite place to jump right here on World's Edge.
Okay. The epicenter. I'm assuming is that where we're going?
Oh yeah, it's good times.
Okay.
Good times there.
So we're gonna rotate the fragment after that. I'm assuming.
Sure, yeah, we'll rotate the
Yeah,
fragment
okay.
after that.
We'll go to
That works.
fragment. We'll clean it up. That sounds good to me. Yo, Killer with the 52. Appreciate you, Killer. Yo, boys and girls. Yo, growing those peckers day in and day out. That's a phenomenal experience. And trust me, it's not supposed to be like lingo for anything else. I promise you. It's a beat. What's
I
the?
got
That's all it's
I'm
meant to
still
be.
I'm gonna think of it in a different way.
Yeah,
but
you're
that's
gonna
all
think
right.
of it. Yeah, I'm sure you are. You dirty-minded individual.
Oh man,
Of course
I just
you are,
opened
man.
I opened a crate with 2 Havocs. Man, it's my lucky day.
You guys are all fugacious. They don't want to
hate
stop
that
giving me
song.
embers now. They don't want to.
Perfect.
They're doing this on purpose. I feel like.
This is good.
It's a big
good
game.
for you. Good for you.
Nardelli, I appreciate it, yo, little knight. You phenomenal little knight experience, man. Yo, there's an Evo right here if you guys want it. I'm not messing with the Evo. Every time I
No,
pick
I
it
think
up,
it's
something
a-
goes
it's
wrong
worthless.
lately.
No,
You got to do a lot of damage to get it to a decent level. Like the first guy you hit though, you get the blue, but then it takes a minute.
Yeah, no, actually, maybe I will take it. Pathfinder, yo, here's a blue for you, man. I'm taking the Evo. I'm risking it for the
Alright.
biscuit. That's what we're gonna do, man. I'm that type of individual. It's like I'd rather just die trying than not try at all. Like we talked about in the interview.
Right.
You know, it's just like you gotta just
the
go for it.
process.
It's worth it.
It's the process.
Okay, yo,
it's not
Pappy,
the
I'm gonna
result.
rotate towards you,
All right,
and then
I'm
we'll go
coming.
fragment and
I'm
stuff,
gonna
and then we
get
should
up
be
there
good.
and get that.
Pigeon, what's up, rap? It was popping, man. Okay, yo, I'm by you, Pappy.
Thanks.
Cool.
You
If we
ready,
can ever
man?
get if we ever get Chris to show up, we're over here. We're heading to the fragment.
All right,
Don't
all
worry,
right.
man. I told you he's the distraction. He'll come in at the right time.
Yeah.
We'll sound the horn for the cavalry. He'll run in there, full send it, and then clean it up for us, man. I believe in him. He
Okay.
has a mission. He's determined. What do you mean?
We got
Okay,
some
I
fighting
felt like
going
that was
on here.
sarcasm, man. That sounded like a lot of sarcasm. Okay, man. You know, yeah, you whatever you think, pitching. If that's what you be thinking, Chris.
I'm
could
with
be
you,
doing.
man. I'm with you.
Okay, let's go. Did nobody land here?
I don't think anybody landed.
Oh, they're right over here fighting.
Spotted someone out there.
Yeah, we can
Are
cut
they?
off though. Yeah. I'm surprised nobody landed here. Why is nobody landing?
Oh yeah, we got
fragment?
a guy right here. Just jumped into the pit. You should be floating out, right?
Shake a leg. We've only got a minute. And the ring's right there.
Using grapple.
Down
That
one.
guy just killed
Yo,
himself.
Pappy, whenever you get over here, man, just full second.
I'm coming.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Firing. Getting shot at.
All right.
Oh, yo, I got multiple people on me. I'm backing off for a second.
Charging shields.
There's 2 down right now. There's 2 down. I'm gonna heal up real fast. The one team just got wiped. I'm pretty sure they bled out. Just here for the gang. Yo, I appreciate it, man.
Gas trap deployed.
That's our cost of good, yo. Okay, Chris is here too. Perfect. The cavalry has arrived, man.
I hear some footsteps though. I don't think everybody's cleaned up.
Reloading.
No, there's still
There's
guys.
a
Yeah,
person right
that's
there.
shot.
Somebody's shooting at me from across the way too.
I'm gonna thirst that lifeline. Just thirst the lifeline. Somebody's over there. Last I saw, I don't know what it was. It might have been a wraith or something.
Gas trap deployed.
Yeah, there's a lot of loot. If you guys want to loot up first, I'll watch, and then you guys can grab some stuff, and then yo, tell me when it's fine. Cause I don't want to all the loot, cause there's people still here.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yo, what's up, Ace man? What's poppin', dude? Yo, somebody's throwing arts and stuff. Where? Yeah, there's a whole nother squad. Okay, sounds good. But do we know where they're at? Oh, yeah, people throwing
Sure
arts.
where they
at-
are, yeah.
They just,
Oh.
yeah, there we go.
Yo,
Okay,
I'm
there's
gonna
a guy
pop
behind
battery real
me.
fast. Give me 1 second. So be very careful. They're pushing. Yo, they got paths and stuff. There's 2 different squads.
Let them push, man. I'll gas this whole place.
Sounds good. Yo, do your thing. We got this, bro. There's a Pathfinder right here. Where I pinged, there's a Pathfinder hiding behind the rock.
Oh, he's right behind me.
Chris is
Okay,
taking
that's.
it. Chris is getting it down there.
Yeah, no, it's a caustic right there. There he is. Oh, you can waste your time on me, brother. I don't care. There you go.
Yo, I'm healing up full. Yo, Pappy. I can't help out in that situation
They're
at
all
all.
over the place, man. There's 2 of them here.
I can't see
They're
anything
all
because all
three
the
down
beefy
here.
Frito burrito gas, man. There's so much gas in there. It's unreal.
They got me. There's 3 of them below. I think there's 2 squads here.
Yeah, I'm gonna back off for a second. Let me play the. Oh, dude, what a great experience, man. Oh, dude, nothing. I was just there. What do you mean? Oh, bro, you know when that that
Alright,
moment you try to
GGs.
jump over, yo, like
Except
something
for
like a
me.
chair or something, you just you hit the chair and you face plant. That's exactly how I felt. That's exactly how I felt. I tried my best, man. It was just the caustic made it really difficult to push.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play caustic again. Gas is too much.
Yeah, yo, the gas it's an amazing thing, but also your worst enemy at the same time.
Let's see.
It really is. It's difficult at times, bro. It really is. Okay, we're ready for this. Yeah, I'm already up again.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, dude, should I? Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing
take-
Octane for right now. I'm gonna play some Octane
Alright.
for right now. I'm
You
trying to
can
think
play,
what character I want to play.
Yeah, take anybody. I can play anyone. I don't care. I'm in it to win it. I'm just trying to find the one that complements who you got.
Yeah, honestly, I'm trying to think what would be a great third. I don't-
Your style, like it would probably be Wraith. Honestly, I should probably switch to Wraith.
Yeah, I'm
you move
a
quick.
very aggressive player. I'm on a hustle at all times.
I noticed that.
Yeah, you noticed that it's a little hard to keep up with me. And definitely when I'm playing Octane, it's probably I should probably go somebody like Gibby, and I'd probably be walking at Chris's pace and stuff finally. Yeah.
You guys play your game. I'll just be the tag along. It's all good.
Yeah, we are Raven. Yes, we are, man. Okay, I'm gonna play some Octane again. We're gonna try this. On top of it, probably doesn't help that I've also been streaming for 13, 14 hours.
Yeah, I know. We spend the whole interview
but
talking about balance, and you're like on a streaming bender right now.
And I'm full sending today. Today's the exception though. There's times where
Right.
you want to indulge.
Yeah, like you'd
There's
have been
times
off
where
by
you,
now.
like your birthday, you want to eat a whole cake.
Exactly.
You want to
Hey,
take one slice.
Every
eat the whole
week
cake.
I have a cheat day, and the cheat day I go off the rails.
Exactly. You gotta indulge yourself at times. I understand. I agree with that. Today's my indulging. Yo, hail to the king with the 2,500 embers, baby. Growing that pecker by 25 inches. Yo, hail. You were close to the biggest pecker of the goddamn week, baby. That shit's phenomenal, dude. That shit's massive. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to slide into that boy's DMs, you should definitely do it. You got a big ass pecker, bro. Hey,
See, I'm
listen,
understanding
Pappy,
why you're
stop,
getting so
stop.
many donations now. Yeah. It's very.
Hey, listen, it's a war to whoever wants to be the biggest.
Oh, yeah.
There's
And
definitely a
everybody
squad.
wants to be the biggest.
There's a squad in the level below you guys.
All right.
Okay, level below us sounds good.
Yeah, right below you. I'm in the building across from you because I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to just pick this up.
I got one. There's 2 more left. 2 more left, Chris.
Are you down there already?
1 more left. 1 more left, Chris.
Oh, I missed.
I don't know where the last one is though.
Jesus. All right, I missed. Let me go that one.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
We're already in the ring.
Yo, there's someone.
Push them so they don't get res.
They're not getting back up.
Yeah, there's one. Yo, he's on my floor. It's a Pathfinder on my floor.
All right, coming up.
Which floor is that?
Which floor are you?
Yep, he has a yo,
Top floor?
third floor. Third floor, I'm pretty sure. Yo, he's right under you. He's right under you. He's right down here. Somewhere over there, I want to say. He has blue armor, Havoc. Blue armor,
Oh,
Havoc
yeah, I
right
see
there.
him, yeah.
Yeah, he's right there. Get him, Chris. Show him who the real Pathfinder is, dude. Or give me up. Whoever won.
Jesus.
Chris is down. Yo, Pappy, I'm going to drop down.
Hey, he's got to be almost dead, though. He's got to be almost done.
Go, yo, come to the floor under you.
Oh, no, he's
What?
not. Are you kidding me? Did he hit me twice and kill me with a Havoc? There's no way. No way.
Yeah, because
man.
yeah, I did a little damage too there, and
That's ridiculous, man.
yeah, something's off there.
Don't. We're going to get this, guys.
Oh.
I promise you. I got objectives,
Chris Dellum
man.
tells me Civ just tipped $15. I don't have the cool PigeonMan spiel for somebody tipping $15. I just do voice lines for him. Yeah, you're like 1,500 inches with that
spiel.
Civ. Yeah, Eric Tyler is saying you're like 1,500 inches with that Civ. Yeah.
Yo, this is the Clockmaster Octane skin. That's what it is.
Yeah. Well, see, Civ Head, what
Nice.
I do
I
is
like
I
that.
do the old voice lines, as you know. So, if you want, you can get 3 Pathfinder voice lines for that. So, dropping that engineer money in here, you're going to get rewarded.
Oh, Raptor with 200 embers, bro. Appreciate you, Raptor, man. Growing by 2 inches, baby. Phenomenal experiences.
Yeah. Iron Chicken Man, I'm not giving you my
Phenomenal.
data center. I know you want to stream snipe, but you want to help. I know you want to make it a 4-man squad, but we try to honor the terms of service here on Twitch. So,
I'll just shoot you if you
Yo,
show up.
yeah,
I
I
will
know
drop
you-
Should hail.
I know you want to help, but it's
I
not
shoot
about
at everybody. If
Yeah.
you're on my
What's up,
squad,
man?
it's okay. But I just keep pulling the trigger.
Yeah.
Except
Okay,
that last
I'm
match.
ready for this, man.
I know, Iron Chicken.
That
Don't
last
worry.
match
We're going to
was
get it.
insane.
We're going to earn it. We're going to earn this. I don't know. We're going to get top 10 somehow.
You guys are extremely optimistic.
I have a really good question. Somebody brought up a fact about you reading books, Chris. Do you ever tell stories to your children in voices, acting, what?
If they want
yeah.
me to, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we
I'm just
they're-
very curious.
Like my son now is to the point where he reads voraciously. He's 8. And
Yeah.
he's reading books, like books without pictures, novels, things like that. And my daughter is just starting to come online with reading, and so if there's ever a point where they want me to read them a story, I do the voices and all that. But they're also both voice actors.
Yeah.
Like my son.
Really?
My son's already worked some professional jobs, and my daughter's done. She's done some auditions, and so we're doing voices around each other a lot.
Really?
Yeah, and
That's honestly, that's good that you do that, because
Yeah.
a lot of parents don't actually move forward with helping their kids start a career so early on.
Yeah, I
it's
mean-
actually crazy.
yeah, they've seen me do
You're
it,
the
so
drop
they wanted
master,
to try
Chris?
it. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm gonna let this dropship empty out.
You're gonna wait for the empty out? Okay,
I'm gonna
that's a
empty
great
it.
experience.
I'm gonna empty it.
Yo, King, thank you for the freaking gift this sub, and yo, Raptor with a 500 embers, bro. Love you too, Raptor. Much love to you guys dropping all the embers.
If you have a respiratory system,
Guys, I feel like you're all trolling me, but I do love you guys, man, very much.
Well, they're trolling
I
you with money,
appreciate
so
it. Yeah, they're trolling me with money, Chris. They are. Listen. So every ember is a penny on Mixer, and what they do was one of my individuals does. His name's Nardelli. He drops a bunch of 50. He legit spends hundreds of dollars, and he just drops 50s. So I have to thank him every
Nice.
single time.
Yeah.
Every single time, he just wants me to thank him over and over and over again. And if I don't do it, I feel really bad, because yo, they're being so supportive. So he's being a phenomenal individual, and he just drops 50 after 50 after 50 after 50 after 50 after 50 after 50, and it never ends. It's a never-ending experience, yo. Not trolling at all? Sure. I love you, Raptor. Now I know you're not troubling.
And he
Yo,
drops
grab
how much
this.
at a time? 50 embers at a time?
Yup, 50 embers at a time per sticker, and
Okay.
he's done a lot, and I mean hundreds of dollars a lot
Right.
in terms of embers. and he enjoys it. I think he enjoys me like, thanking him over and over again. It's a wonderful experience for him. I think he enjoys torturing me is what I should say. He enjoys torturing my voice of just thanking and thanking and thanking. Yeah, boy. See, he said, yeah, boy. He said that's exactly his response. Yeah, boy. Yeah, Nardelli. I know you, man. I know you, Nardelli.
Got a 99 over here. Somebody wants it.
I like my loadout. I got a Hemlock and a Spitfire. I might trade the Hemlock out for something a little more range. What's the G7 equivalent? Or like, what's the heavy ammo equivalent of a G7? Something that has like scope kind of range. The Hemlock? Okay. Well, then I'll hold on.
Yeah, Hemlock's gonna get you where you want to go.
All right.
You gotta put it on single fire.
Ooh, dude, do I want the flatline?
Yeah, I got it on single.
I'm looking for...
I'm gonna grab the flatline. Let's go for it. Freak it.
I'm looking for hammer points.
Hammer points? Okay, yo.
I've been digging the P20 with hammer points lately.
Yo, let's rotate to factory too right after this.
All right.
See, I feel like there's probably gonna be somebody at factory. I would take the assumption. I would be very surprised if nobody went factory. No, yo, flatline, we definitely do some damage for it, yo, 100% without a doubt.
Watch out for the new kill leader, friend.
Select fire here.
Oh, dude, I just got rid of my Prowler too, and you found a select fire. Oh,
I
man.
did. I shouldn't have called it out. I probably broke your heart a little bit there.
You honestly,
There's a
I'm
triple take
honestly
in here.
There's a really good thing about that though. I'm Octane. I can move fast. Don't worry, I got this. I can fix this problem. Watch this. Watch, man. I'm gonna fix this problem so goddamn fast in a matter of about 5 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Listen, 5 Mississippi. There we go. I fixed it. It was actually 6 Mississippi, but we're not gonna talk about it, okay? Yeah, we're not gonna talk. I'm not that fast. I'm a fast individual, not that fast, man. Yo, I appreciate it, guys. So thank you.
And if I don't find some hammer points for this gun soon, it's gonna be worthless.
Yo, I got a question.
It's like all or nothing.
Chris.
Yeah, man.
Who plays the Octane voice actor, man?
Oh, that's Nicholas Roy. I should tell him about your
Okay,
stream. Maybe he'll call up. You know, I mean, I don't want to make decisions for him or anything, but he's a super cool guy. He doesn't game though. He's not a gamer.
Yeah.
But he's a super cool guy, really talented voice actor, as all of the Legends actors are. Been keeping pretty busy. But, yeah, I mean, you're an Octane main. I'm sure he would appreciate that.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Phenomenal Octane experience. You gotta go fast, dude. You gotta go freaking fast. That's all I've learned. Yo, Hale, thank you for the gift of subscription, too. I appreciate you, man. Dropping those subscriptions on everybody's bodies. Yo, showing the love, dude. Pigeon game for life, man.
So you guys have not seen... Nobody looted over here. That's crazy.
No, yo, somebody's been here, but I don't see anybody
I don't see
currently.
anybody now. But, yeah, this door's been opened. This stuff is gone.
Yeah, so...
Sniper mag if anyone's sniping. But...
Level 2.
Yeah, I think they left,
I picked
man.
up a choke.
It's very quiet. Everything's been, like, looted, though.
Not over here where I'm at.
Really, not over there?
Yeah,
Like, this whole area by me has been looted.
It's go time.
Never mind, I took it. I didn't realize I didn't have one. Oh, there's a triple tick. All right, getting rid of the.
Why'd they loot one chest right here? That's so weird.
They might have... There are no death boxes, huh?
Yeah, there's a blue armor right here.
Check it out. Open supply. Body shield here. Level 2.
I'm not gonna attempt that. Not when I'm playing with them. I was like, do I attempt to pick up the wingman? I've been trying to practice with it, and I'm like, do I want to show how bad I am? No, I'm good. I'm good.
I talked to a gamer who likes the wingman a lot. He likes to start out with that, and I guess he gets an extended clip for it, and he he likes it.
No, it's really good. It is, but I'm like, do I want to like make an embarrassment out to myself on your stream too? I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I'm cool with that. I think I'd rather be seen like a decent player than to be seen like a horrible individual.
I've got to change my controller batteries after this match. Don't let me forget.
Man? Okay, let's see. I don't know where these people went. They went this way, I'm pretty sure.
Over here.
Using grapple.
They swiggity skidooed their booties away from here, like really fast. I said we just go fragment.
Well,
find somebody to shoot or something like that, because I don't see anybody anywhere.
Let me go check the beacon so we could play the ring a little bit.
Oh, we're already on the way to the fragment.
Yeah. Well, I'll get some more
You listen.
information for us. It's all about
Yeah,
information.
gather that information.
Me a little Netflix and chill with the beacon here.
It's definitely been looted over here. Well,
Yeah, I saw that, man.
Location for us. Check your maps.
I feel like I'm assuming everybody had to go fragment. I don't see where either fragment or train yard. Or they rotate towards harvester maybe. I don't know. It's just like it's weird. There's like there's nobody. It's quiet. It's very quiet.
I think we want to end up somewhere around right where we are. To be honest with you, I think that's where the ring's gonna wrap up.
So yeah, let's go to harvester then. Let's head to harvester, please. I feel like the ring's gonna end right over where we are right now.
Yeah.
But let's go to harvester so we can cut people off and we can kind of make like a little choke point. Holy heals, man.
Hey, hang on before we go.
Listen up, I'm calling a lifeline.
See if we can get something good.
No, sounds good. I'm just gonna watch the choke point just in case somebody pushes us. I hear shots too.
An anvil here.
Thank you.
Yeah, somebody's been over here. Yeah, there's people all the way out this way.
Enemy out there.
Far, far out though.
Cool. Man, what a lame care package.
Well, I think nothing worth wonders, man.
Unless you need a shield cell, not even a battery.
It's not even a battery, just a shield
No,
cell.
the freaking
That's the
shield
struggle
cell.
right there.
Thanks. Thanks for nothing.
Dude, yo, like the loot is really, really bad at the moment. I'm actually like really shocked. And on top of it, the fact that we haven't heard a single player kind of scares me. I know there's somebody all the way out there because I actually saw them place the fences, but yeah, the fact that I don't hear anybody is actually kind of terrifying deep down inside. I'm actually kind of scared.
There's always somebody over here too, over in Harvester.
Yeah, I thought there would be somebody there. I only other place I can assume is Fragment, but I don't. Oh yeah, somebody's over here by Fragment. There's a team right here.
Over there.
All right.
Yeah, we can go try to fight those guys, try to get some loot and stuff.
Controller died. Had to switch
They're a
batteries.
distance out. Yeah, they're right over there. There's a lifeline and then something else.
Okay, Civhead has got a whole script for me to read here, but then again, he did pay for it, so here we go.
Yo, get it, Pathfinder. Get it, man.
PigeonMan, that's an interesting name. Are you related to Bloodhound's Arter? Do you want to hear a joke? Why did the pigeon cross the road? To get to the other side. Ha ha ha! I don't get it. I think my trigger finger is malfunctioned. Running self-diagnostic. No errors detected. Yay! There you go.
Yo, that was perfect. that was perfect, man. I liked it.
There you go. So look
So
at
they,
that.
yo, they
Might be something
man.
good this way.
Yeah.
They haven't looted all. It's honestly, this is a weird match. I'm gonna be real with you.
It's really weird. Yeah, they loot part and they run through other parts. Like this. Those containers have been looted on the right.
Yeah, I
and on
got
the
a
left
bad
there's a
feeling.
hole.
This place is so
Oh, yo,
wide open.
crypto here.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a caustic
I
up
see
there
him.
too. Oh, we're not pushing that. I'm not going towards that caustic. That is a big no for me.
Yeah, it's a little too wide open there.
That caustic, yo, that probably has traps all over the place.
And in 20 seconds, the ring's going to close. We'll get some more information here.
Yeah. I don't know where the
They
caustic
still on
went,
that
though.
building? Oh,
I'm
you're
not
on the
sure.
roof right above you. Got a Happy.
Oh yeah, I see him.
Oh, yeah, and there's somebody over there,
Drop down.
too.
He's dropping.
Hostile over there.
Yep.
He's weak. One shot. He's one shot. He dropped down. I downed him.
Yeah, I hit him pretty good with the triple take.
Downed one.
His buddy's on the roof. That caustic is on the roof. You see
I'm
him?
gonna destroy that. Okay, destroy that. Yo, he's crawling down. Wait, I just heard somebody. There's somebody behind me. Oh, yo. Yo, the crypto just jumped down. Crypto's one
That
shot.
caustic is cracked.
On my shields.
Yo, the Pathfinder went inside that room. Yo, somewhere down there.
Reloading.
I don't know where the crypto sounds like he's possibly healing.
Oh, right here.
There's some.
Right there.
Yeah, I'm coming down. I'm coming down.
Making contact with enemy.
Balls,
I
you
downed
got
him.
me. Yeah.
Oh, yo, there's two people on me. Ah, I was not ready for those two individuals to push me like that. Yo, there's a crypto and a Pathfinder about to push me.
Oh, come on.
Oh, we tried, man.
We keep picking these
Oh, I said,
fights.
yo,
We keep picking these fights where we're at a
I
disadvantage.
feel like really weak. Look at listen, I'm trying. I almost killed the crypto. I downed the Pathfinder. I shot the freaking Bloodhound in the booty cheeks. It's just, it's not.
The problem is
It's not. I'm doing them at different times.
we had another
I'm doing them at different
squad
times.
on the
Yeah.
building across from it that were shooting simultaneously. So we had.
I mean,
two
I
squads.
open up the door to find that guy,
1,000 members,
and he
man.
catches me
Appreciate
full
you,
in the
bro.
face with the shotgun, and in like 3 shots, I'm done. So, yeah. It's horrible.
Okay. I'll play something a little bit slower. How about that? Maybe
Now,
I should go a little bit
You
slower.
do
for
your
guys.
thing. You do your thing. We're going to make this work.
We're gonna make this work.
Gonna make
I
this
feel
work.
like I'm too fast. I feel like I'm way too
No,
fast.
that's all right.
I've got to. We'll keep up.
Yeah, we'll keep up.
You guys, if okay, if you want to try to keep up with me, that's I'm down. Oh,
Do
yo,
your
it's Kings
thing.
Canyon now.
Oh, we're the
Ooh,
Canyon.
Canyon, all right.
Nice.
Yeah, things are changing, dudes. It's the whole game's about to change. Let's go containment. You guys like containment?
Do whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Containment. So let's not go Skull Town because Skull Town gets a little chaotic and with loot and everything. But containment would be I think a lot of fun to go to.
Sounds like it. I always like, what is it? Not wetlands, but the one right next to it.
Yo, King, you're getting back on my leaderboard, just so you know, man. I don't know where you're at on it, dude, but you're working your way back up to it. Let's
Right.
see, bro.
Crystalum
Yeah,
is heading out. It's
I
midnight.
think you're right under Pup, man. Just keep chugging along, King. Keep chugging along, you phenomenal individual. You'll be there soon. I promise you.
Crystalum, how do you say good night in Germany? Good Nacht? Is that what it is? I'm always trying to learn.
Yo, what if... Actually, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go Bloodhound so we can track some people. Because I feel like we're being very unsuccessful with, like, where we're finding, like, enemies and everything.
Yeah.
So let's switch it up a bit.
That's got to be it.
Okay. Good Nacht, Fräulein. Auf Wiedersehen,
Good Nacht,
Fräulein.
Fräulein.
Crystalum. Yeah, Iron
Boy,
Chicken
shredding,
Man. Chris should stream with Zilbrad. Yeah, I get that a
Oh
lot.
Lord.
I know, I get
Yeah,
that a
I
lot.
haven't heard that before.
Yeah, I get that a lot, but
I'm the jump master.
Yeah, just call him.
I
He'll
won't let
stream
you
with you.
down.
Oh, containment's far. Let's not go containment. Let's go water treatment. Water treatment's a lot of fun, too.
all right.
Yeah, you guys want to go there?
Yeah.
Yo, jump right
Sure,
now.
yeah.
Yo, so whenever you see it say 500 meters, yo, Chris, you jump out and just look at it. Just look at the meter sign.
Gotcha.
And you'll get pretty much a perfect landing in a way. Now, if it's farther out, it's a whole different game. But if it's close by, 500 meters, jump out, look at it, you're good. You're set in stone for a good drop.
Right.
That's a friendly tip from your boy PigeonMan.
Yeah, we got nobody coming in, so we got this whole
Nobody?
place.
Okay, sounds good.
Not that I saw.
You guys, if you want to stop by his stream, it's twitch.tv/TheEdgevoice, guys. You guys can all stop by him and say hi to him if you want to.
Yeah.
Yo, everybody,
Say
people keep
hey.
asking, say my name to say hi to him. You guys can go there yourself and 100% do it. There's nothing stopping you guys, man. There's nothing stopping you guys all. I'm sure he would appreciate it too, man.
Yeah, and I'm not going to stream for much longer. This is a very long stream for me. I've been on for 3 hours, but it happens sometimes with interviews. I'll stay on longer. And we're doing a squad up,
Nice.
which I don't normally do. So,
It's different. It's different. It's a one-of-a-kind
yeah.
experience.
Yeah, yeah. It's a
Too bad
phenomenal
we're all
gaming
within.
experience.
Exactly,
What is-
Pathfinder. It's a phenomenal gaming experience, yo.
What
Phenomenal,
a terrible loot area, though. Man,
It hasn't been
we
great.
haven't gotten anything.
I'm gonna say it hasn't been
No,
great so far.
I'm
but-
gonna be honest. Like, I'm not too happy with the loot. Like the last couple games, everything I'm getting is like, it's doo doo. It is. There's no better word besides doo doo for it. There isn't.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. That's all right though.
Yo, sick. Thank you for the embers, man. Appreciate you, bro. Yo, Matt Pecker by. Oh, dude, somebody shoot. Oh my gosh, I'm dead already. See, the game is being really, really bad towards me. I don't know what they shot me with, but they just shot me and it hurt. It actually really hurt my feelings.
All right, I got iron sights on this dude. Not that I can do much, but I can let him know I'm here. Oh yeah, it's a whole party coming, I think. Yep.
Can you ping him? Can you ping him?
I'm gonna scan.
And that
There
way.
they are.
I'm taking the shot.
Recharging shields.
Oh, he's
Drop
one
that
shot.
sucker.
Yo, nice.
Yeah. He's splashing in the water.
I need health.
I don't know where his teammates are.
He was running right over this way.
I'm gonna thirst him. I thirsted him.
Reloading. I talk an enemy's life.
Okay. I'm gonna
Pushing
push
on
this
the
guy a
left.
little bit.
Yeah, I'm pushing left side.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, where did this guy dip to? Did he run away?
No, I just cracked him.
Oh, you just got him in? Nice. Disrespect that man's body. We killed the squad finally. We did it, baby.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. That's what I'm talking about. That's the moment we've been waiting for. Now we just got to do it for another 9 squads.
Right.
Oh, we got it.
We got it, man. I believe it. Yo, 100%, I believe in us. I fully believe in us. If there's anybody to believe in us, it's going to be Pigeon, man.
The ring isn't very close. 45 seconds.
Are we heading in towards?
See.
Like we're heading in. Heading that
Okay,
way.
I'm ready for this.
Oh, yeah, I've been playing too much Call of Duty. I just pinged. I pinged with my shield instead of the right bumper.
Recharging shield.
Okay. Yo,
That's the
whoa,
problem,
this
like-
is a weird circle, too.
These developers need to get together and have universal buttons.
Yo, I
you
know. Isn't that like... That's a serious problem.
It should be the same buttons for every game. The
No,
games all
it's-
play the
it's a-
same.
Yo, exactly. I agree with that. Like, why the A button is the jump? Why is it not the same for everything
Yeah.
else? It's like,
Why don't
why
you
do we
ping
have
with
so
the
many
right
different
bumper
buttons?
in
Yeah,
every
exactly.
game?
I agree. It's confusing. It's very confusing. Who invented this logic is what I'm wondering.
I don't know. Game developers.
I think-
Oh,
you
got a
know,
little
I
robot in here.
I think they just played you. You wanna know why? Because they did that on purpose so you would talk about their game when you're not playing their game.
Oh, is that right? I like their game.
I never thought of that, did you? Yo,
It's
yeah,
unplayable
exactly.
now. Call of Duty though, it's totally unplayable. You get on and you're dead in 5 seconds. It's ridiculous.
You grab this. Yo, so where do you guys want to rotate towards? Anywhere specific?
Let's see. If I take a look, I think
Let's explore this
that way. Labs.
Yo, labs, I'm down for that. 100%. 100% down for the lab experience.
Incoming care package. I love loot.
It's a run. I got
Yeah,
my
it's a journey,
artillery-
man. It's a journey,
artillery
dude.
ready too though, so if we need to drop.
Okay, yo, Supreme. I understand, dude.
If anyone sees any
Understand,
light ammo, let me know. I dropped it and then decided to pick it back up again, but I left some stuff.
Well, you just passed a house full of it, but
All right.
we'll come across some more. Here, I'll drop you a little.
All right.
Yo, I'm working my way up towards, freaking Repulsor and then Hydro. Yo, it's been a long day, too. I don't know if you could tell, yo, my energy levels are at
Oh,
rock bottom.
Is this low energy? That's
Yo,
great.
this is definitely low energy of PigeonMan. Yeah, I don't.
My
I don't even-
grandkids, my kids don't have the energy you got.
Yeah, really.
you got to tune at 4 a.m. in the morning. That's when the real experience happens. 4 a.m. in the morning.
Now, if
Who's
you're
watching
not
you at 4 a.m.?
if you're not currently working, why do you get up at 4 a.m.? Is that just kind of your clock, your rhythm?
So what ended up happening was my first job. I was a maintenance worker for McDonald's at 18 years old, and I had to wake up every day at 3 a.m. in the morning, 6 to 7 days a week, to
man.
get to work to make sure the place was up and running and things were changed and places were cleaned and everything for people to come into. So it stuck with me, and I found that I was more. It's like the entrepreneur thing. It's a lot of entrepreneurs are more motivated the earlier they wake up.
Yeah.
Because then they get off the groggy state early on, and then their day starts.
Right.
I just felt I felt more motivated, and it's something that's like this is what I want to stick with. I'd rather be feeling motivated and ready to get into the groove at 8 a.m. in the morning than to feel groggy and be like, oh, I'll lay down for another 10 minutes. I lay down for 10 minutes at 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm ready now.
Yeah.
Got death boxes over here. Might have some light ammo in there, Chris.
But yeah, it just stuck with me. It stuck with me. Yeah, there's a 3-time scope in there.
Oh, I'll definitely take that. Got a triple take.
Yo, it's the same thing. It's so quiet again. Like it's always so quiet. I don't see footsteps. I don't see anything.
Now there's a octane trap here. That's it.
Oh, yo, there's somebody been here like almost a minute ago. They I don't know which way they went. It's kind of confusing. I'm gonna take it to the assumption they went towards Cage. Yeah, they probably
Alright.
went towards Cage. That's where it seems like they went.
We'll get good height advantage on 'em if we come up over that hill. We should. Catch them out in the open. I
Hey,
can
hey,
artillery
Pappy,
'em.
do me a favor. Turn around.
Yep.
Do you notice anything? Do you notice anything?
No.
There's a phenomenal individual. He's a little lost. But he's practicing.
Oh, I don't know what he's doing.
No, I was just about to say. Chris is taking his time.
Yeah, I
Chris
do
is
that a
doing
lot.
Chris.
I'll like chase a butterfly across a meadow, and everybody else is getting into fights. It's like, where the hell are you, Pathfinder? Look, a butterfly. You know, I get a little.
Oh, they've been here recently, 20 seconds ago.
Over here, we got a battle over there.
It's the battle over. Okay, let's rotate that way.
Oh
then.
no, I think it's a lifeline dropping her care package. Oh, even better.
Yo, we can get some free loot. Sweetie, sweet. Oh, yo, guy to the right of us. Yo, guy with purples, caustic. He dropped down. I don't know if there's a team here. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude. Why is it that every time I get the worst luck in the world and run into a phenomenal individual that just booty claps me?
All right,
Today's not my day.
Fire, brothers.
Today's not my
On
day.
the airstrike. Shield up.
I'm not having a good day.
We're the next recharging shields.
We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about any of the experiences in the last hour of me playing this game.
Damn it!
No good. I've been downed.
We keep running into these dudes too, man. This guy. Get him, Chris. Get him. Or don't.
I'm hit by 112, man.
Nice. What you get? Damn it.
Thirst them. Yo, get a kill.
Whoa. Oh man, I got fucking hit from behind.
I'm only looking for my creator.
I was doing damage too.
Yeah, you know, I got, honestly, I'm just getting booty clapped. I have no shame in saying it.
I'll do a couple of more. We'll make it work.
Okay.
We'll make it work. I'm gonna
Yo,
do it.
Hale, coming in hot with the freaking 2,500 embers, dude. Yo, appreciate you, man. Growing that pecker by another 25 phenomenal inches. Are you my biggest pecker? Yo, no, wait, Justin is. Justin's massive right now. That's a distance, Hale. That's a distance, man. But yo, thank you for all the embers, man. Like straight out, much love to you.
M-Man is asking if one of us would play Revenant. He wants to see how others play him. I'm crap with Revenants. He wouldn't learn anything with that. It's up to Pigeon or Pappy Dave if they want to take Revenant. So.
Yo, Hale, you phenomenal individual, dude. Dropping the 10,000 embers, baby. That's what I'm talking about, Hale, man. You my biggest pecker now. Without a doubt, man. You bigger than Justin, dude. You got to be at least 200 inches. Gotta be at least 200 inches, man. Yo, Hale, I appreciate the 10,000 embers, man.
10,000 embers. Is that $100?
Yes, that's what it would equate to in terms of and in terms of revenue. And
They
stuff.
just dropped that all at once?
That's what he did. Yeah, that's what Hale did.
Pretty sweet.
Yes, he's a phenomenal. Yo, Pathfinder, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
I know I'm asking a lot. Can you tell Haley's a phenomenal individual?
Haley's a phenomenal individual. Clapping that booty. There you go.
Hey, listen. That was good enough, man. That was good enough.
Dave, that must
That
be
was
your
good enough.
background.
Yeah,
It's not mine.
There's a party over here.
All right.
I appreciate it, Hale, man. Much love to you, dude.
The kids are over
All right.
here.
Pigeon, who you taking?
Okay. Man, this is a problem. I feel like no matter who I'm playing, it doesn't change the fact that I'm doing bad.
It's okay. We're all doing bad. We'll do a couple more. We'll do a couple more. We'll wrap this up. We'll wrap this up.
Here,
No,
yo,
I pulled a couple of kills that last match. I don't think I'm doing that bad.
yo, much love, man. Yeah, no, we're not doing horrible. It's just like unexpectedly, I just get bursted down in a matter of like 3 seconds.
All right.
It's
No, I
been a
know.
struggle.
No, it's the same for me. There's some. You know what? It's. I mean, we're getting pretty close to the new season, and maybe a lot of really good gamers are getting on because they're practicing up, because they're ready to.
I jumped on. We jumped on the armor event yesterday, day before yesterday. We got like 3 wins.
Okay.
It was a little easier, but yeah, I can imagine. But
gotta
it's only
say-
World's Edge too, so yeah.
It's got to be nice to have. You built a pretty loyal stream. People are dropping $100 at a time on you. That's amazing.
No, honestly, they're all amazing. I appreciate all my community members. They're so supportive of what I do, and I would not, change that for anything. I'm very glad to have the people I have as a part of my community. I really am, man. Definitely in the times like this with everything, they're honestly, they don't understand. I don't think they understand how much. They're kind of saving me in a way, man. It's really like they're really helping me towards with my independence, because my other real work is just
Oh yeah.
it's non-existent. It really is.
Oh yeah, join the club.
Yeah.
No, they. and
M-Man,
it's not gonna be
sorry,
for a
we
while
had
either.
no takers on the Revenant there,
Flavor.
M-Man. Revenant's, he's challenging. And Griffin
Yeah,
19, yes, the Clone
Boy
Wars.
race.
Yes, I made one appearance on the Clone Wars. I am Jedi Master Eth Koth, so I'm glad you recognize that.
Okay, I'm ready, man. I'm ready for this phenomenal Skull Town experience. You ready, yo?
Oh, yeah, I already
Yeah,
got my
we're
spot
We're gonna
picked.
change it up.
I already got my spot
We're
picked.
gonna
I got a
change it
favorite-
up a bit.
I got a favorite spot in Skull Town.
You got a favorite spot? Perfect, man. You go to that favorite spot and you clap their cheeks and disrespect their bodies and yeet them out of the lobby.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
There are, God, about 5 squads.
Yeah.
5 squads, man.
there's
That's nothing.
There's
We got this.
There's a pretty big gathering of folks here. This is going to be interesting, is what this is going to be.
I am not finding any good loot. We're starting off to a great start. I got a G7, and I guess I can be happy with that. Okay, Race is dipping out. Oh, dude, I'm whipping my shot.
Fucking balls.
Taking fire. Down that one.
Ah, come on.
Ooh, yo.
Bangalore right here.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm gonna do the Bangalore
matter.
first.
There's a Bangalore and a Wraith in that building.
Yeah, that was
Ooh, I
a
got
Wraith.
2
I did a
bullets
little
left, man.
damage to the Wraith, but
I got 2 bullets left. Yo, I'm gonna have to use my fist. I feel like this is gonna
That's
be
what
great.
I did. I was punching
Well,
the
if you
whole
get
time.
Oh,
me up-
and there's a Pathfinder right there.
if you get me up, you can run away and get me up, and I can help you out.
Or
I'm
he'll be a target.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I-
Chris,
either
be
way.
the distraction. Hold them at bay, man. I gotta think of a plan. Strategic thinking. Hold them at bay, man.
There's some bullets.
Yeah, too bad it's not the bullets I need. Oh, the struggle. The struggle. Oh, Chris, they haven't killed you yet, really?
No.
They really
They
don't.
don't
they're,
see me.
They're gonna get him in a second.
They don't
They'll
see
get
me.
him.
That's
Okay,
why I said
perfect.
you can
Nah,
get
I'm
me
ready,
up.
man.
I'm tucked
Yeah,
away.
I'm coming. Don't worry, man.
Time's
got a
wasted.
plan.
I think
Oh.
you're too far away to reach me. It's gonna be a banner rescue.
Nah, dude, I'm an Octane, man.
Well,
Don't
you,
know
you
anything
got
about
about
Octane?
you got about 10
Watch this.
seconds before I'm out.
20.
Oh, bro, there's a person right inside there.
This is gonna be close. I'm almost out. I'm almost out.
I just.
I'm out.
I can't-
It's gonna be a banner rescue.
Here, he left.
He's right
he left.
above
he
me.
left. There he is.
Come on, compadre. Get up. Come on. Come on.
I grabbed you at the last
Last
second. If I drop you,
Hey,
you're dead, Chris.
Possible second.
I can.
You guys gotta
My
get,
life is.
get my
your life
banner.
is
Get
in
my banner.
hands,
Get my
man.
banner. Get my banner.
Well, dude, I'm in a bad spot. Yo, oh, I'm dead. 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 I'm trying to juke. I'm trying to be a phenomenal individual. Shit is going really bad. Ooh, dude, what a phenomenal running experience. What a phenomenal one. Oh, and there's people over there too.
Oh, they're everywhere.
Shh, shh, shh. Be quiet, man. I'm like playing Splinter Cell Double Agent. Oh my gosh. Right. Man, I'm panicking.
Hey, no,
I'm
you can
actually
get back
panicking
here
right
and
now.
get me up again. I could help you. I'm inside.
got you,
I'm right
Chris.
inside here, brother. I'm right inside here.
I
Alright.
brought you punch,
Oh.
man. I live my punching experience, dude.
All right,
I
this is
can't.
gonna be the one.
Bro, I'm like swiggity swooty, moving my booty all over the place. I just can't. I'm so nervous. There's people. They weren't even fighting each other. That's the crazy thing. They were worried about me. They were all worried about me, man, and nobody else.
This
Oh,
will
I
be the
never even
one.
got a gun. I was
This is
duking
gonna
it
be the
out
one?
with the Bangalore.
Think so? Maybe, man. I believe in us. I gotta believe.
Okay.
Wait, you listen. We got 8 minutes to secure a victory on World's Edge. 8 phenomenal minutes to do this.
All right, this is what we'll
If
do. This will.
anybody can do this, we can
I'll
do
play
it.
out that 8 minutes.
Okay, 8 minutes.
then-
Okay, we got.
Gotta help wife
Let's do
finder
it.
with the kids.
Sounds good. Yo, listen, we got 8 minutes to achieve our mission. You know, our mission is to get a win. Is it possible? Yes. Yo, Pathfinder, would you like to tell us the odds?
The odds are full of all kinds of math. Pigeon Man.
The odds are pretty distinct that we're probably not going to be able to do it.
More than likely not. You never know.
Eric Tyler on my chat says you need to rename yourself Phenomenal Pigeon.
Phenomenal Pigeon, man.
Phenomenal Pigeon.
It's the most phenomenal goddamn individual out there, dude. It's your boy.
The championship is ours.
Yeah, you have streamed more today than I'm going to stream in almost 2 weeks. You should know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I did.
What am I at? Let's see.
You've got
Let's
to
actually
be.
let's see. Man, I'm drained, man. I ain't gonna even lie with you. 13 and a half hours.
13 and a half
I'm
hours.
drained.
Wow. Let's just round that
I
up to 14. I've done 3 hours. This will be 3.5 hours today for me, which is insanely long. I do 10 hours a week, which means I did almost 3 hours yesterday. So I'm going to do a solid 2 hours each, Thursday and Friday, and that's it. I'm going to cap it. Sometimes I go up to 11, maybe 12, but it's very rare. But
yeah,
that's, you know, I just got stuff. Like I got a table read tomorrow for a voice acting job, and then I got other stuff to do. So yeah.
No, this is definitely long for me too. I normally go like, I want to say I average around like 6 to 10.
All right.
This is definitely was an exception because, you know, like I said, I had to wait for you to get on because I know we have different schedules,
right,
and stuff like that. But yeah, the longest I've ever did was 21 hours, and
holy cow.
Yeah, it was one-time opportunity. I used to tell myself I would never do long streams like that, and it just happened. And yeah, it's been getting like that lately, where it's happening. They're getting longer, which is not a horrible thing, but it's not the best thing. It means I'm really it's a good thing because it shows that I love what I do. So it's just like I like doing it, but at the same time, there could be a lot of bad things about it. They definitely could.
Well, for starters, you'd be working on a monster case of hemorrhoids if you don't get up and move around.
No, you're definitely. You're, honestly, I gotta refix that. I used to have a stand. I have a standing desk, but I can't make it actually go up and down because of all my wires.
Yeah. I
gotta buy extenders and everything. I always put my health first, whether it's standing desk. I have a Herman Miller chair, which is really good chairs and stuff like that. Like I always put that first because that shit catches up to you. You'll sit 8 hours a day.
Oh yeah.
For my next 10 years of my life, it will catch up.
I saw like 4 squads jumping in here, yeah.
Yeah, they're right over there. Yo, I just shot you. They're right over me.
Whoa.
Yeah, I have no ammo. I have no ammo at all. I got my fist and I got a dream, and I'm gonna punch him in the face and give him a phenomenal experience.
Damn it! Get that mother.
I am taking fire, friends.
Get me up.
I told you I had a fist in a dream.
There you
go,
What
there
did
you
I
go.
say, baby? What did I say? The fist in a dream, baby.
Nice.
Thanks for that.
That's all I had. That was not a smart idea, but it worked.
It worked out.
Anybody got
We'll
I'll
take
take
it.
it.
any type of shields or healing or anything?
I got some cells. Yeah, I got stuff.
Oh, here's a
Take
body
this.
shield.
Oh, yo, there's a Phoenix right here if anybody wants it. Boy,
Yeah, I'll
Phoenix
take it.
experiences. Yo, honestly, I'm gonna take the wingman. We're gonna go for it. Why not? We're gonna see what happens, man. So be it. I'm assuming there got to be more people here. I'd be very surprised if that was just it.
Well, let me go.
But maybe it is.
Let me go have a look. Let me get up here. Take a look around.
Yo, booty clappings, man. Delivering the most phenomenal booty clapping experience ever, dude.
I don't think so.
Maybe not.
I don't think
I guess,
so.
yeah, I guess that was it.
Whoa, hey! As soon as I
Oh,
said
no,
that.
there's somebody inside this room.
As soon as I said that. Yep. Fucking dropped. Get off me, Salty.
Every decision counts.
Yeah, they were sitting inside a room. That's what they were doing.
All right, last
they were
one.
all sitting inside the room.
Last one. We got
one more.
time for one more. We got
Okay.
time to get in one more.
Not safe there.
This is it. This is gonna be it. I can feel
This
it.
is the moment.
I can feel it.
This is the moment. Chris, I need you to do me something. I gotta show you how good I am with Pathfinder.
Yeah, take him.
Is that allowed?
Take
Is
him.
that allowed, man? One phenomenal
'em.
match. So be it, man. Whatever happens, it's either gonna be the best experience ever, or I'm gonna make a disappointment out of myself. One or the other, man. I got a dream, dude. I got
Go
a
big.
dream.
That's right. Go big or go home.
Okay, guys. I'm ready, man.
M-Man told me I
Yo,
missed
just
a
let me know
golden
too.
knockdown
Last game
shield.
also.
Ah, yeah. The golden knockdown shield wouldn't have helped me there, but you were right. I probably missed that. It's all right. Iron Chicken Man, is Pathfinder a classic rock fan? Late 60s through early 90s? I am, if that counts for anything.
How is that classic rock?
Early
Early
90s
90s
classic
classic
rock.
rock?
I guess because we're old, because that is rock that's 27 years old at this point, so yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
I bet you can't like lump those decades together and call it classic.
Yeah,
rock
like the
because
rock
they're
you
so
were
different.
going to get
man.
from 1965 is not what you're going to get from 1990. It's different. Although, you know, there was still some good rock music coming out in the early 90s.
If you can't keep up, you're
Oh man, Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Late 80s, early 90s, yeah, Nirvana.
Yeah. It happened,
You know?
Justin. It happened, man.
Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam. You know, there was some stuff.
This is your
One of my very
been
favorite
pretty
rock
wild.
songs of all time came out in 1993. So, you know.
What was that? What's your favorite rock song of all time, or one of your?
One of
favorite
them,
rock-
Sister Havana by Urge Overkill.
Full
Badass.
sending, yo, Skull Town.
Badass.
Whatever
that's
happens,
a great song.
happens.
Yep.
So be it. This is our destiny. It's a make or break moment right here.
All right, I'm
Make the
hot
free-
dropping down here.
Yeah, you're gonna be good. There's only one guy coming. He's right there, Chris.
Yeah, I see him too.
No, we got 2 squads here now.
Dude, of course I'm not even finding loot yet. That's that. Oh, it's a break moment. It's broken, man. It's broken. I have no guns. I see an individual in front of me. He has a gun. Chris.
Well, run this way.
There's so many people. Close the door. Close the door. Run away. That's all I'm saying. Run away, man. It's gonna work, dude.
Drop them both.
You guys.
Oh, come on.
Well, if we
I
end
told
it
you it
now,
was
we
a
got
make or break
time to
moment.
drop one more time. So,
Very
yeah,
One
I know.
guy. Let's get that one guy.
Don't worry, man. I got a dream. I got a dream.
Got him. Right here.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming back, okay? I got all the loot in the world. It's
He's
fine.
coming.
hostile right here.
Yeah,
I'm
there he
coming
is.
toward you guys.
Grenade.
Gotta get away.
So where you guys at? You guys inside?
Get
Where
him,
they?
get him. Yeah, there's
I'm
a
coming,
fucking
dude,
jibby
I'm
in here.
coming,
There's
man.
a jibby in here. He's punching us. He's looping around. I'll tell you if I see him. There he is.
On my marker.
There you go.
They're shooting at me.
He might have a shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got him.
Eyes on the new kill leader.
Okay, he's dead. No, he's still
Yeah, he's
alive,
down.
isn't
No, he
Yeah.
dropped.
he?
gonna
Listening,
smoke
man.
it
I got
out.
like no syringes. Yo, can you smoke so I can get him?
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
I'm here.
Okay,
Nice.
somebody just thirsted him. Somebody thirsted. Somebody's here then. Oh, they're right here.
Whoa. Yeah, there we
Ah.
Oh, bro. Okay.
That's unfortunate.
What a great experience, dude. You might have
Now, one more.
that last.
One more, because that one was
more.
too quick. That was too quick.
We're gonna do this.
Yeah, we'll
I
do
got
this.
a
This is
dream.
the one. I'm officially announcing
This
it,
is the
folks.
one.
Last drop. Last drop.
Oh, it's on World's Edge too. Okay,
I
listen,
know.
we'll do one more on World's Edge.
World's Edge.
Damn, that
All
last
right.
one, man.
This is gonna.
And it's
Yeah.
funny, I got a
Man.
kill in that one.
Yo, you did it. Yo, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. Yo, Blue, damn to follow, dude.
Iron Chicken Man, Freddie Mercury or David Bowie? That's a good question. That's a tough question. Oh,
Bowie.
man, I would... you see, the thing about Freddie Mercury is you're asking about Queen more than you're asking about Freddie Mercury, aren't you?
Well, and look at it this way. When did Queen fizzle out? Early 80s.
yeah, I
Pretty
mean,
much.
well,
Maybe mid 80s.
they still
90s,
had-
They were done.
They still had some stuff.
Maybe 90s.
Like, you know what?
say
I tell
90s they
you,
were
an
done.
underrated album is... I believe it came out in 1989. It might have been 1990, but Innuendo. It's a good album. It was one of their.
good album.
It's kind of like their last
I love
album.
the.
Really.
Day.
Yeah, but like think about Bowie, how he continued on like
Yeah,
every decade.
but I
just
don't-
hit after hit.
I don't listen to anything Bowie did in the 90s because it wasn't interesting to me by then. He kept trying things, so he was still Bowie to the end.
Yeah.
But I would have to go with, man, that's tough. That's almost a coin flip. It depends on the day because Bowie's stuff from the 70s and the 80s is as good as you can make it. But I would also say the same thing about Queen. In the 70s and the early 80s, the kind of music they made it's kind of hard to top it. They made a lot of great stuff.
Gonna go train yard, man. Let's go for it. Can I be real with you guys? I don't know who any of those people are.
Wow.
I
You're
like,
young, though. You're young.
yeah, I'm like we were talking about 70s, 80s.
This is when I remember that,
was
that you're 22 years old.
1997.
Yeah, you were born in 1997. So,
Got a squad dropping in right behind you guys.
Yo, the big boy Dota Explorer backpack. That's what's up. Okay, I got no guns though. Yeah, there's a person right here. I look for a gun here. There's a gun on the opposite one right there. I feel so bad, Wild Pigeon. Listen, I'm a youngin', dude.
Man, I got a lifeline chasing me. I got no guns.
I'm
Oh, I
with
just
you.
ran into a caustic.
Dude, I'm so upset with myself. I deserve to die. I deserve to die. It's too late for me. I gotta go to bed. It's my bedtime. Yo, Chris. It's my bedtime. I'm too young for this.
It's all right. This is our last drop, and so far
I've been up too long,
we're
man.
still alive. So
Taking a knee. Patching up.
I just need some armor.
Get that beacon.
I got killed by a P2020.
Oh, I love the P2020.
I
Where's your
got killed.
ping your box?
I'm all up top. I'm right above you.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
got
somebody
him. Yeah, I got him to one shot. And
I dropped him with a 45.
Nice.
Yo, did you kill him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, I got him to one shot, and I missed my my punch. It just needed the punch, and that punch I missed. And I've been doing really bad on my punches today. I've noticed. And I'm gonna blame it on the excuse of that I'm tired.
Well,
That's my excuse.
It's not a bad excuse. When you're tired, you're tired. What can you do? You know. All right, where are you? Oh, you're way up there. All right.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
way up there. You
No, no worries. No
gotta
worries.
journey, man.
Coming.
Time is
Still got
ticking,
somebody
dude.
running around here.
20 seconds and counting. Come on, yo, Chris. Double time it. Sweet. Move that phenomenal booty, dude.
Here I come.
Chris, you're 12 seconds, Chris. It's like Mission Impossible right now. You need to move. You need to move, Chris. Chris, if you let me die here, Chris.
Got the banner.
Mission accomplished, Chris. That's what I'm talking about.
All right,
That
protect
was
yourself. I'm
I
gonna
think
bring
that's
him back.
Cool.
All right.
I got him right here.
Okay, man, we're back in the game.
Yep.
Me and my phenomenal whiffing experiences.
I believe
Was there
that
only one
was
person
the,
here?
Yeah, there was like 1 second left. Pick that up. Still don't have any armor, so I gotta go look for some.
Let's see what we can find, man.
I have come to save the day. Maybe.
Kill leader. Call him if you spot him.
Yo, the loot has been real. I don't know if you guys have been struggling with too. Loot has been
No,
really
loot
bad.
has been
look, we
awful.
no,
Tag the cargo box.
Loot has
yo,
been
person
awful.
over there,
Still spotted.
somewhere that way. But yeah, loot has been really bad. Like we have not really found armors, nothing.
No.
It's just, I'm actually really surprised. Ooh, there's a blue right there. Speaking of the devil.
All right. Yeah, I picked up an
I need
Evo
better
shield.
guns,
That's how
man.
bad loot is right now. But oh well.
Using a med kit.
Let's see, man.
I got the. I just got the backpack that brings you back.
Cool.
What's it called?
Oh, the
again?
train just came?
I got the Guardian Angel.
Appreciate the
So.
sparks, guys. Grab this, grab that. I'm just picking up everything right now, because why not?
Yeah, we'll sort it
I'm gonna
out.
see the train.
We'll sort it out later.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what's in this
Sometimes
train.
there's good stuff on the train, even if
Yes.
it's been looted. Yeah, there's
Yes.
guns.
Yeah,
Yeah,
alternator.
leave me one of those. Alternator, screw that. You got one already?
We are already inside the ring.
What else do we got, man? Anything else that's really phenomenal? Yo, backpack, I'll take that.
Backpack here.
Phenomenal backpack experiences, that's what I'm talking about.
Here we go.
Oh, yo, there's stuff back here, really, dude. Look, there's another backpack right there if we need it. Oh, yo, salesman, definitely need those without a doubt.
Thanks.
Yo, there's actually a lot of good loot right here. Like, whoa, dude. Finding some good stuff. I'm actually, like,
Let's
thoroughly
check up in this
surprised.
tunnel.
Yo, you wanna go through the tunnel? I'm down for that.
All right.
There's boxes in here. Nobody's checked them, or no loot pins.
Care package touching down.
Yo,
Usually
there we
carry
go. I'll
their
take that.
platforms.
What about this one over here? That's the real question. Give me something phenomenal.
Faking 'em out with a decoy.
That's. I guess that could be considered phenomenal. You guys want to go to Fragment? Is that where you guys want to head to?
Sure, why not?
Whatever works.
There's
At
a-
this point, you know, we're
man,
lucky we
it's,
survived all that craziness. But I'll
You're
take
you're
it.
right about that. You're 100% right about that. It was a close call.
New kill leader. Watch
Somebody's
your
been
six.
here. Not like I don't know about this specific spot, but definitely Fragment. I'm assuming somebody's been here too, also though.
There's stuff on the floors below.
Yeah, they're right over there. They're right over there.
Spotted.
Shh. We're about to have the most phenomenal full sending
Setting up
experience.
a zip line.
rush it, man. That's what I've learned, man. Always just rush every battle you see. You're not a strategic thinker, yo. That's my mentality. Yeah, they're fighting over here.
Over there.
Yeah, there's a zip up top if you guys want to come straight over here. Y'all, it brings you right on top here, so it's really good.
Okay. Yeah, coming.
Yeah, they're chasing. They're over here. They're chasing somebody. Yeah, there's a blue armor right here, too. If you guys take the zip straight over here.
Yeah, I'll get that.
And I say we push these guys, yo, while you're fighting somebody, we can third party them. Or either that or I'll die. It's one of the other two. It's probably the latter, you know? It's
All
just
right,
like,
so we had
it's going to happen.
Watson
I
that
feel it.
way.
We're pushing this guy over to the left.
Yeah,
there was a
he's
guy
right
running. Yeah, he's right here.
My marker.
The champion has been.
So right,
eliminated.
see her.
Danger close.
Yeah, trying to get some high ground just in case.
Must not be very good.
Oh, they're over here now?
Over there.
Yeah, they're moved. Oh, yo, right next to Watson. Watson right here. Yo, she's one shot. She's one shot, Chris. She got golds. Yo, go chase this girl. Chase this girl right here. She's one shot. She has golds.
Son of a bitch. I still couldn't hit her.
Popping smoke.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Repeat
I'm so
online.
dead.
Eat a bag of sacks.
Taking a knee.
And iron sights. I should
It's
be
not
better.
pushing,
I should
really?
be better.
Giving my shields a recharge.
I got thirst that individual.
I am repairing myself.
Hey, here I am.
I don't know where the Watson went. Do you guys know where the Watson went?
No, I just threw smoke and bombs and ran. You're gonna
No,
come back
there's
with
there's
half
more
your
people
health
coming.
here.
There's a lot more people coming.
Okay, they're over there.
Oh my lord.
Over there.
There's quite a few individuals about to be on our booty cheeks. I'll tell you that right now. I want to get out of this building.
One side, healing up.
Give me this. Yo, there's a whole nother team possibly here. Oh, there's a lifeline right there. I don't want to shoot that person. Don't want to give away my position.
Setting up a zipline.
We're gonna finish this person so nobody brings him up.
Yo. Whoa, where this other squad go? Oh, yo, they're on you, Chris?
Yeah, and of course I missed every shot because I'm a fucking potato, but oh well. They're right over there.
Dude. Oh, yeah, the Pathfinder right here. He's getting a high ground on us. Yeah, downed him. Oh, wow, he's one shot. Okay, that works. Let's see what he has in his
Good,
body.
I need his
need some
armor,
goddamn
man.
loot.
Look out. Right there.
Right here, right in front of me.
Just ran up there.
One here.
He's under us, it sounds like.
In this
Yeah.
building here. Yeah.
Target's right in front of me.
If one of you wants to zip line over here.
smoke.
Okay, Wraith ran out that
I'm
way.
coming.
Wraith ran that way.
Check the sectors. Another squad is incoming. Oscar Mike, I'm spotted.
Oh, these guys
Yeah.
got red evos.
So
Oh,
yeah,
we're
Dave,
about to
watch your
die.
6. Watch
They
your
got some
6
crazy
while you're
loot.
And
resume.
get on this zip line as soon as you get up.
Yeah, yo, can you take the zip line? I'm watching. Yo, there's a guy right here.
All right. Oh, and of course, there's somebody on the roof waiting on me.
Damn it!
Oh, yeah, they're pushing. Dude, there's so many people, dude. This
Yeah, I
is
know.
a wonderful
Chasing you.
experience.
They're on your tail. They're right on your tail.
My creator.
Coming in your building. Oh, the guy just came up and got me. Son of a-
Oh, there's a whole other person right there.
Oh.
What a great experience, man. It's like you only kill one, another one just is right there. Yo, you turn a corner. I think it was a whole different squad.
This is
so
one of those
it
days,
wasn't even the
guys.
same person.
This is one of those days.
Yeah, they're all practicing for
Yep.
their
Yep.
the new
I
season.
tried, man.
You
I
notice
tried. I'm so-
virtually everybody
Yeah,
we
you
came
did
into
good.
contact with did not miss their shots. They were just really good.
Did you
No, we were
notice?
fighting. We were fighting today.
I
We were
did you
definitely
notice everybody we came in contact with wasn't fighting anybody else but us?
Yeah.
Did you notice that? Like that's what I noticed.
Yeah. So either
I
that
noticed
or,
that,
or people on our stream figured out what server we're on, and in they came. So, you know, what are you going to
That's
do?
a phenomenal experience.
Anyway,
Yo, we tried. We
Yeah.
tried, man.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
a lot of
good
fun,
times,
Chris.
man.
It was a lot of fun.
it was a
Sure.
pleasure. PigeonMan, ladies and gentlemen, you guys got to make sure that you find PigeonMan over on Mixer, all right? For those of you that don't ever go on Mixer, go on over just for PigeonMan. It's a phenomenal gaming experience. What are you gonna say?
Yo, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yo,
Always
much love.
a
Yo,
fun
same
time.
thing with everybody on my stream, guys. Yo, Chris, he streams on twitch.tv, /TheEdgevoice. If you guys want to check him out, it's up to you. Make sure you come back to this phenomenal individual. I know he's a beautiful person, but I can't afford to lose you guys. You guys are too loyal, man.
Yeah. Exactly.
I would do my the man, the myth, the legend, half bird, half man, PigeonMan, self-store of all names, but I'd probably lose my voice. So I'm gonna save that for another time. Save it for another time.
The man, the myth, the legend, and a bunch of other stuff.
Phenomenal, Chris. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
That's what we need.